you're in the harbor town. Not to mention, most of the harbor you're pretty sure that mud's not just mud.
Poop!
Yeah.
Right.
Chamber pot out the window,
Yep.
Yeah, and you found yourself, you entered a strange door marked with an eye, and you had seen these eyes on the Xanathar Guild, like their little badge is an eyeball in front of a little, triangle.
Okay.
And you made your way through, it looked like caverns that had been carved out, but when I say carved out, like almost like the rock has been like melted away and, in these weird passages. You found yourself, there was a glint of treasure, walked in, and there was a little bit of a clip. And the door caved behind you, and everything, it goes dark. I mean, it takes a second for your dark vision to adjust. And you guys are staring around. There's dust in the air, and just a loud, like your ears are, kind of ringing from the collapse of stone. Looks like Tequila got hit on the head, and she's unconscious, laying on the floor. You don't see Lil at all. You're not sure what happened. She must have got cut off or something. But, Tiri, EQ, and Tally are kind of staring at each other in the dark. Like, what the hell just happened?
What the hell just happened?
What do I always gotta check for traps?
Because you're the one that goes charging in the door first.
Well, technically, you did go in first. So.
Oh.
Exhibit 1A. This is EQ.
All right. So
I
we're
say
in
this
here?
would be an appropriate Jugs Out moment.
Jugs
out.
fucking out.
Jugs Out. Yeah, so what do you guys want to do? I mean, you're just standing in this room.
Well, I could drop just. I want to look around and see are we alone? What's going on in here?
It's a room. It looks like there's like sacks in the corner, filled with something. There seems to be a number of items on shelves that are almost displayed, and there's a number of like scrolls and ledgers in here too.
I pull out my staff or my chopper. It lets off a soft blue glow, doesn't it?
Yes, I thought it did. Yeah.
So we can see in here.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Lateria will cast dancing lights.
And scrolls, is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, so I mean, the number of items that catches your eye, in particular, is there's an arrow that seems to be in just displayed by itself, and it looks like it's made entirely of some sort of weird metal.
Can I make a survival check for materials?
Sure. Yes.
Okay. Survival.
Just one arrow? One magical special one?
Yeah. Then there's a potion.
Potion?
Mm-hmm.
18 and 6 is 24.
You find some moss in the corner. You think it's going to be a life essence.
A light?
Life.
Oh, life, okay.
Yeah. A potion. A little. What do you call those things? God, my brain is gone. But it has oil in it. A little decanter full of oil.
Okay.
All right.
Or a vial
lantern?
of oil?
Yeah, you're not really sure what the oil would be used for, but it does contain oil. It looks like there's a number of different other objects in here. There's 2 silver-plated swords. A small golden idol. And there's a gold dragon comb with emerald eyes on it.
And what was the color of the dragon comb? Excuse me?
Gold.
Gold.
Okay.
Emerald eyes or jade eyes?
Yeah. And the bags in the corner, they're full of gold. Quite a bit of it. Take you a while to count it. And then there's also a bag, like just a regular it looks out of place. Everything else in here looks pretty ornate, but this seems to be just a regular pouch of some sort.
Okay.
Look at it.
Want to examine it?
Yeah.
Make an investigation check.
Investigation checks. I should know. Investigation only.
None at all.
No, 17.
17? I mean, you're not really sure what it does, but I mean, the closest thing you can really think of what it looks like is Tequila's bag of holding.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the quietness as you're kind of going through a number of the items on the shelves, you hear talking coming from beyond the cave-in that collapsed.
Okay.
Muffled talking you can't really understand.
Okay.
Well,
So what did we see in the room before we came in here? We saw the beholder and a bunch of.
we never see it.
Oh, we never see it.
We heard snoring upstairs,
Oh, right.
up above. There was a portal up above, and we heard snoring, and there was like a bedroom. It was the boudoir of the beholder. It was like an ornate bedroom.
And weren't there some other critters around? It wasn't just the beholder.
You
Snoring.
made quick work of some of them. There were
Okay.
smaller looking beholders, and then there was also a number of it looked like thieves lieutenants or something like that, part of the guild members
Right.
that were down in this room. So, and in this room, the way you got up here is there's a hole in the ground that looks like for a big ball or something like that.
But did we hear things downstairs? Was there commotion downstairs?
Yes.
Down the hole?
Down what hole?
The
So we
hole that
came
we're
up?
looking down.
Yes, behind you there was commotion coming this way, from where you guys had ruined the dam,
Right.
destroyed the dam, so that way water had flooded down the tube.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're hearing this moment. Make a perception check.
Both of us?
Sure.
$21.
16.
Tally, you can barely make out some words on the other side of the rubble. Trouble at the Thieves Guild. And some of these mucks don't know their place.
Trouble in which guild?
Thieves Guild.
At the Thieves Guild.
Oh, okay.
And then you hear a few more, things you can't make out. And at the end you hear, "Wait here, I will return soon."
Okay.
Yeah. And then that conversation kind of dies down a little bit.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Well,
It's a bad time to tell you all I'm claustrophobic.
Yeah, probably.
Uh-huh.
what are you doing in a dungeon?
That's where all the stories are.
Okay. So we have voices outside. They're assuming that the Thieves Guild had something to do with this, is what it sounds like to me.
Right. Which would make sense. I mean, it's a Thieves Guild, so they probably
Right.
they don't trust one another entirely. Maybe some dissension in the ranks.
Okay. Well, do we want to dig our way out and see what's out there? It doesn't sound like the beholder has been awakened yet. Can I assume that the voices were not, or could
Yeah,
that
I mean,
voice have been the beholder? I don't know.
I don't think you've never encountered the beholder, so
Right.
you don't know, right? Yeah. It was definitely a louder voice than you would put to a human or something like that.
Okay.
Or they were shouting, one of the two.
Well, could be. Well, if it was the beholder, we could clean up the rest of the dudes before he got back, because he left some anybody there, or more body or bodies at the cave-in.
Yes. Well, from
We
what you
don't
heard.
know.
Yeah, from what you heard, yeah.
Yeah, from what I heard, when I heard
Right.
those voices.
Yeah.
Well,
And then the other half of this room is like, you know, like I said, it's gold, and the other half is like just stacks of ledgers, and it looks like just little scrolls and files and things like that.
Can I look and see what they pertain to? Are they
Make an investigation check.
random or?
yeah, I want to look too. Oh, we're in here. 17.
Huh?
17.
10.
Hey, I mean, you're looking through them. It looks like there's a whole file on Lady Silverhand of different information. You know what I mean? Like there's even a crude drawing of her family tree. The next little section pertains to it looks like Lord Coyle, which you've never met, but
Okay.
yeah, it seems like there's like kind of this background section on him, and then there's one on Fei Hung, but it's there's almost nothing in it. But there's this crudely attempt. It looks like the Thieves Guild was attempting to figure out where Fei Hung originated from, or where he sailed up the coast from. So it details some of the exploits of the guild members trying to get in with Fei Hung's people and figure out where he come from. And all you see is a really crudely drawn map where it looks like the Fei Hung's dojo is down in the Summer Isles up the river.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, can I would like to take this fancy bag that we've newly acquired.
Hi.
Would you like me to go fetch tequila? I was already here when I got your message.
Oh.
I don't mind, but
We got a little bit. I got Coronas in the fridge. I can't get too fucked up. I gotta get up early in the morning.
Yeah. How you doing?
we're wearing purple. That's cool. Well, almost all of us.
All the cool kids.
Damn it, you all die.
Well, I'm still alive, so that's good.
Yeah, it is.
Technically, yeah, you actually wake up. This cave-in that happened, a big rock fell from like the cave-in and hit you on your head, and you kind of fell unconscious just for a second, but like back up now. And it looks like they're examining shelves and things like that. Tyrion's got 4 lights that are circling around him, illuminating this room, this treasure room that you got trapped in.
I want to take this newly acquired bag
Mm-hmm.
and just reach in.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's also a section on the flower shop and a number of entries on dojos and who the masters are and things like that.
Can I try taking the information on Silverhand and all that good stuff and putting it into this newly acquired bag and see what happens? Like,
Yeah, you shove it in there.
maybe. Can I test it first? First,
Yeah,
I want
can
to
we
test.
just
I
do
want to do a
one?
test one.
Just
I'm going
one.
to take a non-important piece of just parchment or whatever, something that doesn't make any sense, and stick it in there and see what happens.
So what are you gonna what?
I just want to test out the bag, but see if it's I want to take like I said, just a
The title page.
page and just.
Yeah, I mean, and very similar to how Tekla uses her bag of holding. When you put it near the entrance, it kind of like sucks in and goes to an extra dimensional place.
Try and get it back.
You stick your hand in there and wait for it to come back. I need you to make a DC 15 strength check.
Strength?
Yeah. As soon as you put your hand inside of it, your arm starts getting pulled and you're being sucked into this bag.
14.
14.
Can I grab him and pull him out of the bag?
Hold on. You're halfway. You're up to your elbow in this, and it's just pulling you into this bag. Like it's almost like enveloping you.
Okay.
Another creature can use his action to reach. Okay, yeah, yes, you may make a strength check.
Help me.
Right? To save you from this bag.
I didn't check for traps on this bag either.
20.
A 20?
A natural 20.
Oh yeah, you grab him and you you feel just something grab the back of your your shirt and just rip you out of this bag. And your arms all bloody a little bit where it was being sucked. It's there was a big suction on it. It's all red.
Oh,
This is the stick evil people in bag.
Yeah, this is Kalon's bag.
Yes!
This is the bag for Kalon and his cousins.
Bag of Kalon holding.
Yes. So put that somewhere.
Can I stuff it in the bag of holding? Can I wrap the bag up
It's
with
totally
a rope or
better,
something
man.
and then stuff it in the bag of holding? Maybe it'll kill it if I put it in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
It might be a creature.
What if we try and put whatever's outside in this newly acquired bag?
As they come in, grab them and throw them in the bag.
Yeah, instead of an ambush.
That sounds awesome.
The bag ambush. We'll sack them, smack them, and
We'll sack him,
tag
we'll
'em and
smack him,
bag
and sack him. I love it. Smack him and sack him.
Bag them and tag.
I like it. We can feed things to our plant, our tentacle plant, and to our bag.
Into the bag, right?
Ah.
Right.
Right?
I don't even know what it is, but I like it.
And
Me
it's
too.
portable. So.
Good. but
Very
yeah.
portable, yeah.
Mm,
Awesome.
portable garbage disposal.
Can I start stuffing the other treasure into my bag of holding?
I'm sorry, the what?
The treasure?
Everybody else is kind of. I don't know where that stuff went.
Yeah,
So
we
I
just
made.
have, I have a
I
list
said
of it.
there's a list
All
of
the
it.
treasure in the room?
Well, that's important.
We already grabbed all the treasure?
Well,
No.
Whatever's significant, there's a
Yeah.
bunch of gold sitting on the
Well, can I
ground.
throw all the gold in the
Yeah,
bag?
I mean, there's quite a few
Grab the gold.
bags. So yeah.
grab some
All the
gold.
bags. I'm
Yeah.
just going to throw all the bags into the bag of holding.
I mean, estimating, you think, you're a dwarf. You kind of feel it. So it's about 5,600 and
I'm going to put that on your list since you've got the list.
5,600.
5,600.
I'm sorry, 5,236 gold pieces.
32.
5.
52, 32. And then what about the 2 silver-plated swords, the small golden idol, the golden
We're gonna have to go
comb?
figure out about that stuff.
We've got all that stuff, though, right now?
Yeah.
There's nothing left in this little room?
There's quite a bit of scrolls and things like that.
Can we throw all the scrolls in the bag of holding, too?
There's some scrolls about us. Were you here for that?
Yeah, I want all those scrolls. I
Yeah,
feel
Lady
like we need all that.
Silverhand and our flower shop and
I feel like we need all of those things.
Yeah.
proof.
So
need
can we
some
throw
proof
them
when we
all
take
in the
those
bag of
fuckers to
holding?
court. They do have a court system here
Yeah.
Okay.
that we are familiar with, so we should establish some evidence.
Do you want to put that also in the list then? Because I stuffed all those in the bag.
Oh yeah, right. Ledgers,
all that shit.
right.
Everything in the fucking room
All
is in
the
the bag now.
scrolls and ledgers.
Okay.
And the map. The map that has,
Yeah.
yes.
Feyhungs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the other thing the section on Feyheim talks about is there's some personal notes. It looks like that there's been a number of times a contingency plan has been mentioned, but can't figure out what that contingency is.
A contingency plan.
In case the gunpowder didn't work.
Ah.
It seemed like, yeah, it's almost like this entity was collecting notes on all its allies and enemies.
Ah.
Denotes quite a bit of planning and preparation.
Can I check the room for secret doors or anything like that?
Make an investigation check.
And can I figure out what that oil is about?
Do you have it identified?
So the oil goes in the bag of holding.
All right. We don't need to know what anything is until we have people look at it.
Okay.
9.
A 9.
Yeah, I want to look for traps.
You don't find any traps.
So I'm going to start digging our way out.
Do that, or do we want to set an ambush for when they come in?
Tally heard a conversation. There's some people waiting for us out there.
Tag them and bag them, right?
Yeah.
You want to slap them and slack them or whatever.
Yeah,
it is.
slap them and stack them.
Whatever.
I mean, are we gonna wait for them to dig us out?
Well, although I don't know, they did separate right for a little bit, so the numbers are fewer in the which Tally said that
they were coming back.
I'm a woman of action. I'm just
Alright.
gonna start digging
Alright.
out. I think.
All right, let's dig.
If you want to also get ready to kill them, that would be great.
Well, I'm always ready to kill.
Me too.
All right, let's dig.
Well, I can get 2 of us out.
3.
Well, you can teleport us out. That's true. How about
Just me and one other. That's
Say what?
How about I stay and dig us out? I'll stay and dig us out, and then whoever else wants to stay can stay, and whoever wants to go with Thierry can go with Thierry.
do we want to split up?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, not very many of us can dig at the same time, though.
No, but I'm really strong, and you're really.
I'm really strong. You're strong. We could dig.
Maybe the 2 of us.
You guys could go
But
check it
yeah,
out.
I want to check about the traps first. What's setting a trap first?
Oh yeah, you can set
Or at
traps.
least have a plan for when it opens up. What are,
My plan is to kill them.
Okay.
How? Yeah, I could see that. Okay, if you guys are the strongest, I could see me and Terry teleporting out. Starting the melee and then having you guys kind of bring up the rear and finish them off when we
Right, bust out.
bust through. What
Okay.
do you think, Terry?
I mean, or if we don't bust out before you kill them all, then you can always dig from the other side.
The
Or
other thing
can you dimension door twice? Can you dimension this back in if we need to?
burn spells.
I know.
Fourth level spells.
We have those little gems, don't we? That teleport us.
Yeah.
How many
yeah.
those do we have?
One.
One, it only works once for a long rest.
For one person, right?
For one person, yeah.
So
I guess 3 of us out.
I mean, Thierry can take one of us out. You could hold the stone and get out, and I can dig myself out.
I've got Dimension Door too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, so we could all go out. You and I could both cast Dimension Door and take the other one of these
Yeah.
things with us.
Be the charge of Tequila Run.
That would be faster.
Considerably faster. Just port out here with all this fucking gold and then fuck those guys up, surprise the shit out of them, do
Right?
big boo. Zap, zap, zap.
Right?
I like it. No
I do
digging.
Say what?
No
I mean-
digging.
Right?
If you guys don't mind the spell slot usage, that is.
Alright.
Not my spell.
Yeah,
Not a problem. Whatever.
I got plenty more.
Alright, well. Jugs out.
All right,
Check it out.
that's out.
So let me get it straight. We're gonna pour it out and improvise. Is it kind of?
Isn't that how we run this shit?
Right.
We don't know what's out there, right? Like,
Do we want to be invisible when we Dimension Door out?
You won't be able to.
you can't cast a spell and be invisible.
Check it out.
Next level. Greater invisibility.
Right.
Even
Right.
greater.
Okay.
Can
So?
we Dimension Door out and then become invisible?
On your next action. So depending upon what happens.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Don't burn the spell. Let's go fuck them up.
We wouldn't be invisible.
Yeah, we're just gonna pop out and get them anyway.
We're badasses.
We're not sneaking through.
Worst thing that could happen is we could kill Fei Hung. That'd be great.
He's not even there.
I'm just saying, that's the worst case scenario, is
Yeah.
he's there.
It wouldn't be so bad.
I mean, other than that, who else could be there that would be more badass? I really don't see it
The
happening.
Beholder!
That beholder.
The fucking
Meh.
Beholder!
It's one beholder. Cut off his
He
eyeballs.
did make himself onto the cover page.
Those guys
mean,
aren't running.
Right.
Okay, so beholders are kind of badass. I'm not gonna lie.
Beholders and Hopeless.
But we killed a motherfucking
Didn't the-
dragon.
Weren't those the guards?
We did.
In the
Yes,
Nine
there were a
Rings?
few. Yes.
Wasn't it don't pick the pockets of the beholders or something like that?
They, from what you remember, their eyes will nullify magic. So
Oh, okay.
So use up your spell slots now. Woo!
Oh, fucking human magic. Awesome.
They nullify magic, so they nullify magic objects and shit like that too.
that was just what I heard.
Fuck.
No.
My magic.
You can make a history check if you want to.
Okay, I'm gonna do a history check.
Take a DC 15 history check. If you what's that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
9.
Looks like a natural 20.
Oh. Yeah, Tally, you've heard of beholders before. They have different eye stalks and rays that do different things, including sleep, charm, disintegrates. And they're big.
Petrified.
Yeah. And most of them take megalomania to a whole new level.
Take megalomania.
We could always just leave. We already got the treasure. We could just go.
Well, we have a problem in that we've discovered that in going through those papers that they had a backup plan with the dynamite shit didn't work.
Well, they were working on one.
What you got from the papers, Fei Hung apparently has a contingency plan, but whatever entity was been studying Fei Hung has not been able to figure it out. So,
Can we blow this place up?
Say what?
Can we blow this place up? Like, and not fight the beholder at all? Just fucking blow it up?
With what? Well, there is all the it's like waterlogged, not waterlogged yet, but it's covered by water. And it's right under the stadium, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to blow up the stadium. I just, you know.
And part of it's under the stadium, and part of it's under waterdeep, right? Like
the part you're in now is under water.
Waterdeep.
Yes.
We don't want to blow that.
Yeah, maybe we don't want to blow it up, but maybe we could, like, cave it in, or maybe we could, like...
No, more.
No, you just want to kill it, huh?
Well, more property, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty cool
It
area.
is pretty cool.
Pretty
Like,
fucking
I mean, you
cool,
know,
I agree.
a beholder's bedroom. Who wouldn't want to sleep in a beholder's bedroom, right? Like, I say we fucking take them out
I mean, it sounds
and
snuggly.
take it over like we do.
A beholder, right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You can cuddle with it.
Right.
Yeah, beholder.
We're actually in real estate, so
We really are. We're tycoons.
Slumlords.
Tequila runs tycoons. We're not slumlords.
I guess it was
Have
after
you been
last-
to our flower shop?
Yeah,
Right,
right.
it's
It's,
pretty
it's
swag.
gentrified. I'm
Don't
sorry.
ask the incubus.
We totally gentrified that flower shop.
Yeah, totally.
Maybe.
Except for the incubus.
Don't ask it. Don't ask the incubus.
We haven't really been nice to that.
We want to keep it a little urban, right? So
Right.
you know, we keep the incubus down there.
Yeah, I mean, like, if it's too nice, people will
The
rob
soul
us.
of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
All right.
Artisanal incubus tears.
Well, before we leave,
Water
I
our
want
plants
to.
with them.
Do you want to do that? No, I'm going to wait. I'll just wait.
Water our mushrooms with them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me know when. Who's coming with me?
Yeah. Are we ready?
Let's do this shit.
Always ready.
Yeah. We have all our.
I
All
wrap
ready.
my little
All ready.
tentacle around Tekla.
Okay.
Do we have all the golden things that we need? All the.
Yep, we have everything.
Yeah, it took a while to move those. I mean, just bags of like gold that look like.
But I looked really happy while doing
Oh
it.
fuck yeah! This is the good kind of work.
Right? Yeah, I'm down with it. Moving bags of gold, yes.
Right.
That aren't mine.
A good
Yeah,
sweat.
always.
A good sweat, right?
Right?
Yeah.
They're ours now. Aha! These are going straight to the vault.
So it sounded like those people were like ganged up around the entrance. So maybe when we dimension door, we should dimension door to the far side.
Well, you tell me, because that dimension door works, like, you tell me how many feet you want a dimension door. Because you can't really see this right here, right?
You
So
can just kind of
Oh, we're
remember.
going that way, aren't we?
you're in this little room here.
We're in that. Okay, where's the?
The cave-in is right here. Okay? This is the room we came from.
Can
This
we
whole
dimension door, like, out of that area altogether? No, we want to kill that beholder, huh?
dimension door goes 200 yards in any direction. So you pick how far you want to go. And what direction you want to go.
Oh, we could just get the fuck out of there. I mean, okay, so we know there's a beholder down there. Do we have to deal with it? Do we let Lady Silverhand? Do we take it to the authorities of the town and let
She's
them?
not going to do anything.
She did. I know she wasn't going to do anything
I
before,
think
but
we
we
should
got
rob
his
it
shit,
blind.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
Robbing blind.
I mean, we could show the thieves guild
Cave
how
is
it's
a
really
shit.
done, right?
Yeah, right.
Well, not only that, but we also have evidence that he's been collecting all kinds of stuff on these people. So.
Yeah, right. I mean, we could just teleport 200 yards straight up and just take the fall, whatever.
This says the range is 500 feet.
Is it 500 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, 500 feet. Isn't that about 200 yards?
Nah, it's close. It's 100
yards.
yards difference, or
Yeah.
100 feet different, but close.
I think the old version it was 200 yards.
We're
But
gonna
yeah,
teleport
500
in.
feet in any direction. So if you say straight down, you might end up in the middle of like stone. Does that make sense?
But if we go straight up,
We might end up in the middle of the air.
Yeah, we know we were fairly close to the surface because we could, right? Like, we were.
came down into
Certainly
the
not
cave.
500 feet down.
We went.
Yeah, I would
We end up like super far up in the sky and we're falling.
Right.
Another falling
Right,
incident,
right.
and Tekla just like claws your eyeballs out while we're
Right,
falling.
right. As they're falling, or trying to hold on to you as you're
Right,
like,
scratching and
falling.
clawing and like pulling your hair.
Mhm.
What are you doing?
We're in the side room. Okay, people, where do we want to go?
Let's teleport right onto the fucking bed and just fuck those guys up. Let's do this. Let's fight some dudes.
Let's fight some dudes.
Dudes.
Okay.
Okay.
We know there's sort of an area in there. I mean, we know where we came from, generally.
Right. I mean, we know there's a door, there's a room on the other side of this
The rubble.
Okay.
pile.
cave-in, the rubble pile. So,
How big is that room? The room that we came from.
you remember it being,
40 feet, 20 feet?
yeah,
Yeah, one of those.
yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was round. I mean, anywhere from 60 to 80 feet.
60
Okay.
to 80 feet across?
Yeah.
Tekla?
Okay, well, I say we go 50 feet, eh? I mean, Thierry, you're part of this. Does that sound reasonable? We go 50 feet through the door, through the...
Yeah, makes sense. As long as we don't get stuck in stone.
I'm ready. Let's do this. I like this idea.
Okay.
Okay, so Terry grabs you by the shoulder and then he strikes a little chime, and a little split occurs right in front of the air in front of you.
I'm going to lay my pipe so people don't have to get up.
And we
Okay.
step through. Okay, so how far? Where's Terry? Terry's gonna go 70 feet.
I really don't mind getting up for you.
You can just hand it to me. I can just hand it across.
There you go.
Let's do that. I don't really think that way because I have really short arms, so I don't really consider the fact that like you could totally reach both of us from there.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat.
I got
I'm a little jealous, not gonna lie.
it.
Where are you gonna go?
I wasn't built for flying.
I'm going to
Oh, God,
go...
that's a lot of dudes in
You're
there.
going 70 feet?
Yeah.
I'm going to go 50 feet.
Where? Which direction?
We're
Straight
through
this
the
way?
door,
I'm excited about it.
slightly to the... I don't want to hit the hole. I just want to be in the room.
Okay. That's a surprise.
Yeah, it is.
Fucking A.
We're hella surprising. We're like, ta-da!
You pop it in.
You're not right. Teleport. I don't think any more surprising than that.
I'm gonna say that's our turn.
Like, boop.
We pop in, it's our turn. But you two, because you didn't use your action this turn, will go ahead and get a surprise round.
Okay.
Alright.
Leap out, axe in hand, all fucking aflame. Whatcha? You know what I mean? Like,
The
fucking.
two purple ones are the smaller beholder beings with the 4 eye stalks, okay?
Okay.
And then these things here they're weird creatures. You haven't seen them before. They have one singular eye. Hold on, let me find it. Thank you for pictures. What? Long fingernails, hunched over. Looks like this.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, kind of. Oh, this one on this page? Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
He looks kind of cuddly.
Yeah. And like there's just big green eyes, like they twirl around and just kind of look at us. So let's roll initiative, and then we'll have we'll go in that order with the surprise round too.
So how big is that room? Big. Yeah.
Huge.
I mean, it's 80 by like 60.
Okay, so a 20-foot radius isn't going to take up much of that room.
No. And there's no sign out here of Lil or Leo.
That's worrisome.
Okay.
There was a crash, and now all of a sudden we don't know where they are.
Yeah.
Shit.
16.
I mean, you got hit on the head. You know what I mean? Like maybe they got
Right? Maybe they got buried in the rubble.
maybe they got buried in the rubble. 20 or above.
We should have dug our way out and found them.
Fuck.
20 or above. 15 or above.
16. We're gonna do it weird.
10 or above?
No.
What'd you roll?
9.
Okay, that's going to bring up EQ and Tekla.
You want to go first?
Ladies first.
All right. So which one am I closest to?
You are... You're right there.
Sweet. All right, I'm gonna attack the beholder in front of me
This one
with
here?
my fiery axe. First, I'm gonna use my shield, and I'm gonna bash it with my shield.
Okay, alright. Bonus action?
And I rolled 22.
22, okay.
Nice.
Bash it with my shield.
Oh, right, it's,
Right, right.
yeah. Okay, hold on, people. Too many monsters on the dance floor. How many?
Fun.
Okay. Oh. You rolled a 21?
22.
22? Yeah, you slam it with your shield, which does what? Knocks it prone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, this thing, the way it levitates,
Right, knock it prone.
you can't knock it down prone. It's just like levitating off the ground. So you do bash it with your shield, but it doesn't seem to have an effect on it.
Does it like levitate like against a wall or anything cool? Like
No,
really
you
shoved pretty
knock it
hard.
back a few feet.
Daze it a little bit
Yeah.
or something? Like,
All right. So then I'll attack it with with my fiery axe then.
Okay, so you could. Is that all? I don't remember that feat. I have to read it again. Is it the only thing you can do with it is knock somebody prone? Go ahead and roll your fiery attack. So I'll look this up while
You
you're
know,
rolling.
I don't remember exactly how that one's worded. I don't even remember what it's attached
Can you
to.
shove
honestly.
too? I think you can shove.
I
too.
have a shoving attack also, but I don't know if I can apply my shoving attack to that because it's a superiority dice thing. I don't know if you can use a superiority dice on a
Shield
bonus
master.
action.
You can use a bonus action to try to shove a creature within 5 feet of you with your shield. I think
Yeah.
shoving allows you to knock something prone, or you can move it up to like 15 feet. So hold
Yeah,
on,
like I
you
have
might
moved,
be able to
I
move
have
this.
moved things, but I'm not sure that I've done it with my shield.
Okay. If you guys don't mind me reading this.
Oh no, not at all.
do it now, I'm here.
Grappling, shoving a
You read it,
creature,
but not
using
remember,
attack
but I wanna
action.
know.
You can make a special melee attack, this for you with your shield as a bonus action, to either knock it prone or push it away from you. Okay, you make a strength check or a strength check. If you win the contest, either knock the target prone or push it 5 feet away from you.
Can I push it 5 feet into the ground?
No, because that would be
It
floats.
floats.
Yeah, it floats, yeah. It's like a balloon, like it's just too
You were
big.
like-
You can't use it right. You
With
can't
my
get it down.
shield,
Boom.
bam! And it like bounces off the floor, some craziness.
Yeah.
Okay, beholder.
Yeah, so go ahead and attack with your
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna attack.
I mean, but you could use that. Maybe it's like trying to attack Tally. Maybe if you push it out of the way or something, you know.
Shove it down the hole. Can you shove it down the hole?
I mean, that might be useful, right? There is a hole there.
There
I
is a
feel
hole
like it's
there,
kind
yeah.
of behind me,
Yeah.
though. It might
This
be
hole
kinda
is going.
difficult to
This
maneuver.
hole is going up. This hole is going down.
Right.
And the one in
Okay.
the corner is going down too, right?
Oh, that's where that hole is. Okay, never mind. Yes, that one's going down. This one's going up.
Okay.
All right. Well, 16.
You're looking for a 14.
Stab it in the eyeball.
And then my second attack is a 19. So
They both hit. The surprise thing looks over at you with all of its eyes kind of focus at you as you
Oh god, don't look at me.
slam it with the shield.
So
Don't you
gross.
look at me. Avert your gaze.
So gross.
Beholder.
Right, for real. Let's see here.
Then EQ will be up next. And then we'll be back at the top of the round.
Okay.
EQ to run sneak attack. Bitches.
27.
27 damage.
Yeah.
That
Stab it.
include fire damage and everything?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
One of his eye stalks is just like hanging there. It's not even like lively anymore. And he's got a huge gash across his face, but he's not quite dead yet. Not dead yet. EQ.
It's
I
so
would
good.
like
Sorry,
to.
what, Tekla, any movement? Are you done?
Yeah, I'm just like I'm still, you
I
know.
mean, you're still in combat with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. No, go ahead, EQ.
Okay, I'd like to rage.
Okay.
Raging.
Bonus action.
Bonus action. Oh. We haven't rested yet, have we?
We have not, no. So any key points you've used or spells or
Okay, I'm
superiority
going
dice.
to not rage this time. I'm going to save my rage. So I only have one left. All right. I'm going to just attack that.
You only get 2?
Huh? Yeah.
2 per short rest or long rest?
Short, I think.
That's not bad.
I think. I don't know. I have to look. It might be long. Okay, so a surprise attacks are advantage, right?
Yes, they are. Good for you for remembering rules.
So a good thing because that was a natural one. So,
So this is opportunity.
yeah, this is my opportunity to attack. So
Okay.
13 and 8 is 21.
That hits. Looking for 14. Armor class 14.
Oh, okay.
3, 4, 7, and 3
That's it.
is 10.
Okay.
With that one. And then 2 normal attacks. 14s, what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
8. Damn it. Okay, one of them. 9 and 4 is 13. And 4 more is 17. So 27 total.
Okay.
And then I'm attacking the beholder. Did we establish that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I assumed.
Yeah. 27. And I will spend a key point and attack him twice with my
Bonus actions. Okay.
7 and 8 is 15. Is that
15.
right? Yeah, so those both hit.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a d6.
Ooh.
Right. Do I add my
Dexterity.
dexterity? So that's 10. So that's 37. And then 6 more. 43.
In your flurry of attacks, this thing just goes, and you hit it like right in the eye with one of your punches. And so it just kind of, and just like collapses on the ground.
Awesome.
They scare me. I'm afraid they're going to alert the other. The big one.
Uh-huh.
You guys have really handily dispatched most of them. That's going to bring up the top of the round.
Top of the round.
This one looks at you and focuses. First thing it does is it comes up and it tries to bite you. And he rolled a 18. What's your cost?
21.
21.
How did you get to 21?
I don't know. I have no idea.
So you're
I don't know how. I don't remember how that works. I never remember how armor.
What
class
armor? What armor are you wearing?
Half plate or something. Hold on. Where is that? I never even looked at my character sheet anymore. I realized.
I have you at 19.
Find
That's
out.
why I'm asking. So I wonder if
It probably is whatever you have me as. Where is your armor even located on this?
It's right on the front. It should be right here. This guy right here.
Well, that's your armor class.
Where?
Your AC should be there.
Yeah, my armor class is up there.
Right. Oh my god, Jesus, girl. I mean, how the fuck do you find anything?
That's why.
I'd love to help you, but that's a clusterfuck.
I know, it's crazy.
So you're wearing half plate, right?
Yes.
I remember
You're
that because
absolutely
that
right.
allows
It's
you.
half plate.
Right, and then what's your dexterity?
My dexterity is +4.
Okay. I don't think half plate will give you that whole
I don't know how much half plate was worth.
half plate. You can use 2 of your maximum dexterity modifier, and no, you don't want half plate. Half plate gives you disadvantage on yourself. Breastplate. Okay, so it's at 14 plus 2 for your dexterity, so that's 16, and then it would be plus 2 more for a shield, and I believe you have a magic shield.
Yeah, it's +1.
So yeah, so that puts you at 19.
19.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you have like a cloak or something else, or
I have a ring.
That's right. You bought a ring of protection, didn't you?
Yes. Where it is, I don't know, but I'm sure I could find it.
Okay, so you're at 21 with all that, and then without your shield, you're at 18.
Okay, so it is
If that
21.
ever comes up, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, with that shield, yeah.
Okay, sweet. Alright.
And yeah.
So it doesn't hit me then.
No,
I laugh at it.
right. It tries to bite you, but it does have these eye rays.
It's sort of like a that was close giggle sort of laugh. Like I jump back and sort of laugh about it.
Like, I just want to snuggle you. I just want to snuggle you.
I mean, this thing is not huge either. I mean,
Baby, feel
Right?
get over here.
yeah.
Come on, pinch your cheeks.
I need you to make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. One of the eyes shoots out this little, this ray that hits you. Constitution saving.
A saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
22.
Okay, yeah. So nothing happens from that ray. And then I need you to make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
9.
A 9.
Yeah.
You are now afraid of this thing.
Okay.
You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turn. And you'll have disadvantage. So you want to hear what fear are? You're frightened. A frightened creature has disadvantage on all ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. And you can't willingly move closer to this creature.
Okay.
All right. And at the end of your turn, you can do another saving throw.
I could throw her at it.
Yes, you could.
Why is it always gotta be
Or
like that?
Tally
Thank
could,
you.
because Tally's extra strong too, right? Like you could throw.
Either one of you could
You could throw
me
Tequila
in
at
any
the.
turn. I'm sure. I'm small too. That helps. You know.
Okay, so you're going to be 1, 2, 3. You're going to be 4, 5, 6. That's going to be Tally. So these Nothics all jump into, and they're like kind of bounding across the ground. EQ, you get one of them attacks you. 2 claw attacks, and it makes 2 attacks. A natural 1 is spent and falls on the
I
ground,
step aside.
but a 20 does hit.
Oh fuck. Do I get an opportunity?
No, because you spent it last turn.
It's top of the round.
It is the top of the round. Would you like to take your opportunity attack?
Yeah, fuck that guy.
You did just take 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. That's gonna be enough. 13.
13?
Yeah.
To hit?
Yeah.
You need a 15. I also need you to make it starts gazing at you with this eye, and like it starts to like glow a little bit. And I need you to make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
DC 12?
Yeah.
12. 13.
13? Okay.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah, but you resist its gaze and like manage to like pull yours away from it. But your brain did start to
Tinkle a little.
a little bit.
I like it when it does that.
14. So this thing does not hit Terry. Terry pulls out his rapier and dances out of the way. And so he has to make his saving throw easily. Now Tally, 2 of these things are attacking you. One of them rolled a natural 20,
Ooh.
so it's 2 hits.
You.
So that's 8 plus 6 is you took 14 points of damage.
As a reaction, I point my finger and cast Hellish Rebuke upon him.
Okay, there's 2 of them. Do you do the one that rolled a natural 20? That's the one that's getting the hellish rebuke?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think.
At what level?
I can only cast it at 2nd level. It's a
Oh,
tiefling
tiefling.
magic.
Okay, what saving throw is it?
It is a dexterity saving throw. It's 17.
And he failed it. So he takes
2d10 fire damage.
Ooh, nice.
roll.
But
Yeah, that's not a bad little. Oh,
10.
Okay. And then I need you to make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
Come on, baby. 16.
16? Okay. Yeah, you managed to avert your gaze too. Before you're just lost in this thing's mind. So you get this like clicking going around, but you're not really understanding that it's like, coming from your brain.
Brain clicking.
Yeah, okay, so now it is going to be EQ and Tequila's turn.
So like, I can't get closer to it, and I
No.
can hit it, but it's disadvantage. Like I can try to hit it, but it's a disadvantage roll, right?
Right, you can't get closer to it. You are in combat with it, so you can still attack it, but it is with a disadvantage, yes.
So I'm like flailing about,
Yeah.
kind of like
Yeah,
not really.
yeah, right, yeah,
What do I want to do? What do I want to do?
And you're going to have disadvantage on your saving throw at the end of the round if you're still within sight of it.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to shove it away from me with my shield.
Push it away
Like,
5
push
feet?
it away as far as I can push it.
As a bonus action, okay?
Yeah.
Now, this
do I
is
have disadvantage on this too?
yes, you have disadvantage on ability checks too. That's crazy.
14.
14? You still managed to push this thing out of the way. Like, it's floating there. It's easy to push. There's no... It doesn't
Right,
anchor
right.
anything.
Kind of levitates. Then.
So it is now 5 feet away from you.
Sweet.
So you
So
can
can I leave
leave without an opportunity.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I was.
Nice.
Who's there with me?
Me.
Tally.
I'm gonna go over next to Towley. Like,
If you move away, then I can do thunderbolt on them and send those guys crashing into the wall. Just saying, Miss Caitlin.
10, 25. So this is about your range.
okay.
Say what?
You make it all, don't they? It's a far drop.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not getting anywhere near the hole.
Okay.
I'm actually like gonna run kind of away from the hole and away from, like, I feel like I want to, like, Tally, like, which direction are you trying to push these guys?
Well, I want to stand in the middle of them, so one's going to fly away. I want to go the other way if it works.
What's the radius on that?
Thunderwave?
Yeah.
15-foot cube.
Oh.
All right, well, I'm gonna try to get away from her altogether then. So I'm gonna run this way, past the. What's the box in the middle of the room?
It's the bed.
I'm
like
gonna
a
run
bed.
past the bed,
Then go this way.
or towards the bed, and maybe I'll like parkour over that.
You can just get to the top of it if you make an acrobatics check.
Sweet.
Nope.
12.
It's satin sheets. You slip around.
Yeah, you slip a little, and you kind of,
Nice.
and you just don't make your way up of it, and now you have to make your disadvantage for your wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit! A natural one.
You roll. Well, right. You gotta take that, right? You take the lowest one.
It's a 1.
Yeah.
Any lower than that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a
Okay,
1.
Yep.
You're terrified right now. Just yeah.
I'm on the
We
bed,
haven't
terrified.
seen Tekla like this
I'm like,
since she
like
fell out
on
of
the
the sky.
bed,
Right.
just like freaked out, man. Like
Oh, my
this
God.
fucking beholder. There's holes in the floor. We got like
Take
stuff
care
falling
of
from the
these guys.
ceiling.
Take care of
This
Tekla.
is too much for me to
Come
deal with.
Iku, your turn.
Why go when I slap Tequila?
Get a trip!
You're a diamond strong, damn you!
You are in combat with a Nothic in front of you.
What's that? Right. Okay, we'll attack that silly thing. I'm gonna poke it in the eyeball. Eyeball! Poke!
Alright, yeah.
Fuck. I don't even have either of them. Fuck. I guess I'll attack with my bonus action.
Okay.
Fuck.
You use the key point. You used the key point last turn. didn't you?
Yeah. Man, you got him to use them, right? Like.
I always save my shit, and then I'm all at the end of the
Yeah, that's the way I am too. You know what, I'm
"Oh,
gonna
there's
spend
6 level
one. I'm gonna
spell I
spend
should
one.
use, right?
I'm gonna spend one, and I'm gonna.
I've been blown Salacious Horn once.
Do I have to? Do I have to hit
Right, I feel like that's a problem.
to use flurry blows, or does it just?
We just randomly should do that one day, just to see what it does.
Immediately after you take an attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed attacks. Okay. I'm going to do that. I'm spend a key point and slowly close this.
Okay.
Jesus.
Looking for 15.
9 and 8 is 17. 7 and 8 is 15, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just barely. All right, come on. Big numbers. 6, it's 10, and 9, 19.
Now your pole-arm work is off, but
Knee to the face. I want to give him a knee.
you say 15?
No, wait. 10, 19.
19?
Yeah.
Okay. The other one was easier math. Should get a calculator.
My phone's got one.
Say what?
I should get a calculator.
My phone
and
has a calculator on it. Shit.
that is going to bring up Tally's turn.
Okay.
Jerry, you're next.
I'm going to step between the two dudes, the little yellow, because I'm right next to him anyway, right? So I'm
Yeah, you were right.
yeah. So I'm just going to slip right between them, and I'm going to cast Thunder Wave at a 3rd level.
Okay. It's going to hit both of these guys.
Yes.
Okay.
They have to have a Constitution
Constitution?
saving throw of 17.
17.
Get up. Now everybody will know we're there.
Yes, yeah. If they don't already.
Right.
Right. We all did want to bring the place down.
Ooh. They both made it.
What?
Yeah.
So, okay, they take half damage and are not pushed back.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
And there's just a loud, reverberating thunderclap in this little room that just echoes throughout it as Tally casts her spell.
16, 18, 25.
25?
Yes.
So half of that is 13.
The walls are gonna cave in, and we're gonna be trapped out
The
here.
beholder's gonna come back.
Where's Lil?
Right?
Came over, man. Okay, 33. Okay, yeah.
And as a bonus action, I want to, oh, no, I'm holding. I'm waiting.
Okay.
I'm done.
Did you roll for your wild magic?
No. Thank you. Oh, 16. Thank you. Because I didn't roll an attack roll, that's why I didn't do it.
What is Jerry gonna do? I really want to do that. That sounds fun. Okay. I'm gonna run over to Tekla, and hopefully don't get hit by the opportunity attack. And he missed. Ooh, it's been a lucky night. And I'm gonna sing a song. I'm gonna sing "We Need a Hero," and I'm gonna cast Heroism on Tekla. The creature you touch is imbued with bravery. Until the spell ends, the creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of your turns.
Nice. It's
So-
wow, each turn?
Each turn, you get 8 hit points.
For how long?
That's great.
For up to a minute.
Damn.
I'm actually going to use a second level spell slot. Right. And I'm going to cast that on myself, too. And then, what's your max hit points, EQ?
62.
62? Oh, so you're just below
Yeah,
it?
I'm at 61.
Okay, so I'm not going to cast that bonus action. I just want to save them.
The beholder's not back yet. We may need.
That's a, yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, because that was another second level spell. You know what? I'm just going to do that on Tekla. I'm just going to cast first level spell. You're heroic.
So how many hit points did that put me
At the start of your turn, you'll go up 8.
at? Nice.
And you're not frightened anymore. Okay, I'm done. So that's going to bring up the top of the round. Both of these guys attack you. I need you to make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. Ooh, that's not good.
Okay,
I should have healed you.
25.
25.
Yes.
And you take 3. You get 3 claws that are just clawing into you. It's 9 plus 4 plus 4 is a 17 damage. And they're just tearing at you.
6, 9.
What are you at?
49. 16. Yeah, 49.
And this thing floats over here, and it's going to shoot a beam at you and I. This will be you. Shoots that beam, and then shoots the same beam. So it shoots that one at me. I need you to make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw. Terry needs to make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. Ooh, that's not good. 8.
Not my strong suit.
You are confused. You can't take reactions until the end of your next turn. And on your turn, you can't move. Oh, jeez. And you use your action to make a melee or ranged attack against a randomly determined
Oh no!
creature within range.
That's terrible. No, how does that worded? Wait, how was that worded?
On its turn, the target can't move, and it uses its action to make a melee or ranged attack against a randomly determined creature within range.
Who makes the
Okay.
randomly determined?
Yeah. I think you need to roll the dice on this, good sir.
Yes. All right, I can see where we're going with that. Okay. Hold on, I'm trying to see if Terry made a saving throw. Oh, he does, because actually I have plus 2 to that. All right. Okay, so
A 6-sided dice.
What I miss?
that's on your turn. Now she's confused.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Right.
fuck. Oh, shit.
It's
You're
terrible.
attacking everybody around you? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
I need you to make a
Randomly.
DC 13 Constitution saving throw. If this eye just kind of bores into you, and you take 7 points of damage from claws tearing into you.
Fuck. It's a natural 1.
Oh, that's not good. So you're down to 53. And your brain just kind of erupts in pain. And you take another 12 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, Jesus. On top of the 53?
Yeah. So I have you at 41.
Where are you?
Screaming over there in the corner.
And that one is he's going to run back and try to attack Terry. Terry is lucky tonight. He will take a Constitution saving throw, and he makes it. I'm lucky until right about now, because it is Tequila's turn.
How are we determining this random?
Well, it says a random target within melee or attack range, so I guess you could just say everybody's really in range.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So maybe it's just a random target. So why don't we call this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll an 8-sided dice, and that's who you...
All right.
Right. But you're not afraid, and you just went up 8 hit points.
Woo! 4.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy right here.
Okay.
So with your crossbow, because you can't move.
Okay, so I'm not afraid. So I stand up and gain my composure.
Yeah.
And
But you're really confused.
I don't know what's going on,
Right.
but I at least brush myself off and stop rocking. And I pick up my crossbow and I randomly just shoot it at that guy.
Okay.
This guy's as good as any.
Make your attack roll.
17.
17. That hits. 1 die 10 damage plus your dexterity. Tally crossbow bolt comes flying in, strikes one of these guys that's next to you.
Ah, good.
Is necrotic, is that considered disease?
It's flesh-eating wound.
Or is
That's
that-
dead cells, right?
Yeah, it's what do you call it? Death and
Yeah.
atrophy.
Right.
You said 9. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Both these guys are pretty injured in front of you, Tally. EQ, that's going to bring up your turn.
All right. I'm going for the eyeball.
Yeah.
Are you going to
I
skip
think
this
killing
guy?
Cassandra might have been good for you.
What? Skip that guy.
He's fighting you. I mean,
Yeah, no, I'm gonna poke him in the eyeball.
Okay, right,
He's
right.
a big eyeball guy too, right?
Right, there's all eyeballs, I guess. Right, okay.
Okay. Oh, god damn it.
You're looking for 15.
I'm going to spend another key point. That's 6 key points now. 6 key points.
Ooh.
Actually, I think no, that's right.
So you have 3 left?
Hmm?
You have 3 left?
No, I got 6 left.
6 left?
Yeah. Okay. 2 attacks. 1 of the hits. 5. 20
Five
damage.
Okay.
God damn, dude.
Not the best rolling night.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Those dice have to go. I need some increases down.
So far, it's getting pretty
Yeah,
silly.
for sure.
Okay, that is going to now you're not gonna move and take it. Tally, you're up.
Okay, so I'm within grab. I can touch each one of these guys.
You can, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not going to do that. I am going to cast Firebolt and spend a sorcery point to twin spell it.
You're in melee range of them,
Oh,
so
that's right.
so it'll be
no,
disadvantaged for those.
No, then that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the other one, which is Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to do Shocking Grasp.
Reach out and grab both of them.
When is
Wrap one of those fuckers
Yeah,
around his neck
and-
with your tentacle.
Yeah, get
Poe
it.
can help me with one.
Sure.
Advantage on the first one. 17 and 9. 26.
26.
Do you
Okay, yeah, you hit.
Okay, second hit. 18.
That hits. Yeah, 15 is what you're looking for.
Right.
Shit, that's great.
So I want 2 die 8. A little pretty.
What level are you?
What level am I?
Mhm.
I'm a 9th level sorcerer and 1 level cleric.
Okay. So you're not 11th level yet? No. No, my cantrip went up to 3 dice now. So
Oh, it's sitting on the lip.
Oh, what is it?
It's a 7.
There you go.
7 and 2 are 9.
9.
That's really like kind of
That
magical.
was weird.
And the other one?
Oh. 5.
5. Okay. They're both just shaking. So this one that like is boring into your head, you're staring at its eye EQ. I need you to make a deception check.
Deception?
Yes. He seems to be peeling through your memories, like searching for something.
Deception.
And so you're basically having to try to think thoughts, so that way he's not stealing like some of your, your literal memories. And
Can I push him out with my stillness of mind? Can I like?
it's an action on your turn.
Yes, it is.
So what'd you roll?
14.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I rolled 7. So you easily your mind's trained. You make it a maze for him to get through to anything. So, and then that is going to bring up anything else bonus action.
Not at this time.
Okay. Let's bring up Terry. I hear what you're saying about saving spells, but
What?
41.
he's going to attack this thing with his rapier and cast green flame blade on it, and then he's also going to turn to EQ and going to use my healing word Aponivi. Another second level. At second level, that's going to go up. You go up 7 plus 8, 15.
Right.
So you're at 55.
55. I like it. Thank you. I should use my towel. I don't know what combat I will.
And then he attacks this other guy. That did, yeah. It wasn't great. He's been out of practice with his rapier. It appears so. That's been top of the round again.
assholes attack first.
And they do. Tally, you brace yourself again. You manage to avoid most of the attacks except for one this time. Take 7 points of damage. Okay, and then one attacks Terry. Oh, I need to make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. Oh shit! Terry failed. Oh, you can't read my mind, huh? I gotta read.
Yeah.
I'll take the damage, but you can't read my mind. What'd you roll?
19.
Terry seems to be transfixed in this eye that's staring at him over here. EQ, I need you to make that Constitution saving throw again. And an 18 does hit you for 4 damage.
4 damage?
Yeah. Did you roll a 5
I rolled 4.
for your saving throw?
Yeah.
Huh. You took another 4.
So
47.
Damn it.
Tekla, EQ, you're up. You guys actually both go at the same time.
Am I still confused?
You are?
And am I still stuck in this spot?
No, you're just, I'm sorry, you're not confused anymore. You have a turn. That's just the last one turn.
Okay. Can I move?
Yes, absolutely.
Sweet.
Go up 8 hit points.
That's awesome.
Woo!
So you're at your max, 69. I should cast that more often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On everybody.
I'm going to. Where's Towley?
I'm between those two dudes. I'm going to take them out next time with my thunder wave.
Okay, so I'm staying away from you. I'm gonna leap down to where EQ is fighting that guy, and I'm gonna help him fight.
And there's
that
still
guy.
the floating beholder guy out here.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, maybe I should kill that guy.
Yeah, he's
He was already messing with me. I'm gonna run at him and
And
leap
everybody.
leap towards him,
Okay.
like on the far side over here, closest to me.
Okay.
Further to that. Yeah, there.
Alright.
And I'm gonna push him with my. Actually, maybe I should push him up against the wall. I feel like if I come this way a little bit and like.
Slam him against the wall.
Yeah, like try to slam him against the wall
Okay.
with my shield.
Sure.
No. You roll
Natural
one. Yeah.
Ah,
Alright. It's just floating, you know? You gotta yeah. Make your attacks with your axe.
A natural 20
Okay.
nice.
and an 18 plus 8, so 26.
26. You hit both times.
Take that fucker.
Do the double damage with the 20. 2 dice rolls.
Woo! 2 dice rolls.
You double the dice, but just add the modifier once. So add your strength once.
$11 and it's just my strength modifier, right?
Yeah.
Plus 4, so 15.
Okay.
From the other attack too, right?
Yeah, we got roll.
Oh yeah. And then the other one's just a single. 6 and 4 is 10.
You put your axe just right through its eye, and and now it's on the ground. So you just drive it right down to the ground.
Woo!
Floating
Stops
out.
floating. Yeah.
Not floating.
Sweet.
And then that's your turn.
I smile and I clean my axe on my boot.
There you go.
Going for that fucker. Okay, there we go. That's getting better. Those, I think.
Just when you were thinking you might have to get yourself a little personal training from Goju.
Yeah.
You know.
I remembered I took a drink. I was like, stop, took a drink.
Relax. Right.
18.
Damage?
Yep.
Okay. Is that plus your cold?
No. 19, 21.
1921.
He's still alive.
Yeah, hanging on there, just like. Oh.
Okay, then I'm going to use my bonus action and thump him with just a regular roll.
Okay.
Nope, I missed.
You missed.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? Movement. Italian.
Thunderwave.
This guy's been a pain in my ass. I've taken out witches harder than you and one
This
fucking
is a bad
dragon.
roll, though.
Fucking kill the dragon and shit.
What are you gonna do, Tal?
Thunderwave.
Thunder wave. Okay. All right. This time they both failed their saving throw.
Woo!
Fuck him up.
What spell? What spell level was that?
1.
What?
So 2 dice.
Okay.
6 and 7 being 13 for 1.
Well, they both take the same damage
Oh, okay.
because one's thunder wave.
Oh,
standing
right.
up,
Okay.
And it completely knocks one of them just unconscious. His tongue is lolling out of his mouth. That was 1, 2, 3 over that one for it. Okay, so this guy died, and this guy got knocked back almost right near Tequila.
Okay. Pitching them to you, Tekla. Hit them out of the ballpark.
Tee him up.
Woo!
And then that brings up Terry. I'm not wasting more spells, right? I mean, EQ's gonna kill that guy at some point.
I'm just chipping away at him.
Maybe. Yeah.
Could I, before you move,
Green flame blade. Yes,
could I cast healing word on myself as a bonus action?
absolutely. What's your healing word?
My healing word is, don't forget to take a towel, you idiot. You didn't make one for yourself.
That's more than one word, but it's appropriate. First level?
Yes.
Alright, 1d4 plus your spellcasting modifier.
4 and 5 is 9, and because I have the cleric, I also get +3 for my disciple of life ability.
+3 for your disciple of life. Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you at?
So that is 4 and 5 is 9, 10, 11, 12.
12. Okay.
Plus 12.
So 54. In theory, the flame shoots out of his rapier and he stabs this thing. So it's 10 plus 8 is 13. He's not dead yet, though. He's going to kill these things. And that is going to be the top of the round again. EQ.
Dodge.
Um,
Parry. Spin.
Not that time. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw again. You took 8 points of damage.
17. 18. 8 points?
Yep. Tekla, this one turns, gets up, and I mean it's barely alive, but it's like it comes and attacks you. One of them is a natural 20,
Woo!
Ooh, not good.
Underestimate your target there.
and you take 15 points of damage.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Don't take that.
I look a little irritated.
And then that is all the is attacking Terry, who's been really lucky this whole game. It's a 5 and a 1. And then that is going to bring up EQ and Tekla. Yep. Tekla, the one that kind of stumbled, they got blasted away from Tally, landed at your feet, stood up, and tried to attack you.
Alright, I'm gonna bash it with my shield.
Okay. Knock it prone.
Try to, yeah.
Yeah.
18.
18.
What's the bonus? It's just a regular attack bonus, right?
Right. Yeah, no, you knock it prone. Smash it with your shield and it falls right to the ground.
Nice.
Make an
Attack
attack roll.
it
Yeah, with advantage.
with advantage.
Because you knocked her prone.
22
Okay, that hits.
and 21.
Both of those hit. And you don't need to roll damage. You chop this
Kill it.
thing, and yeah, and then you see its head like roll off after a minute.
Take the eyeballs.
Yeah.
Eyeballs have to be worth something.
Your turn. You want to move? I'm sorry, you want to move? Bonus action? No, you use the bonus action.
Come here, you little son of a... That's going to be a 14, and that's 18. 8 and 4 is 12.
It's 12.
And 6 is 18.
You spin, and his head just kind of falls out.
Eyeball sticking in the bag.
Tally, you're up.
I'm up. Holy moly. Okay,
Your turn.
wow.
Oh, do you want to move? I'm sorry, you keep moving.
Yeah, can I move closer to that other dude and take my opportunity attack?
Absolutely. A 1?
No, 5.
5.
5 or 8.
Yeah, no, you missed. Yeah. Silk. There's silk all over this dais, so you kind of slipped. So you saw Tequila do it earlier.
That'll work.
Alright, Tally, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to fire both the remaining dudes,
Okay,
and Tiri's going to, or Poe's going to help me.
okay. Roll with advantage.
22.
22.
Mm-hmm.
That hits. Yeah.
So that's 2 die 10.
That's not bad.
14.
Yeah, a little bolt like just goes straight through his brain and like cauterizes it all the way through, and he falls over.
I look through the hole, I see Tally through the hole.
Yeah. Give her the- And we stand triumphant and have made our escape from the treasure room, popping in and destroying the guard that was here.
All right.
Should we get the fuck out of here before
The beholder comes home.
the holder comes home? Or should we stay here and stab it? Because I don't really like the idea of having a
Well,
beholder
can
underneath
we,
our city
Can
that's
we,
been
like,
looking for us anyway.
please, may I do a survival check on the bodies?
Yes, yeah.
Maybe we lure it back to the flower shop and into the Hall of Mirrors, right? Doesn't it have to say like some crazy? What's the check it has to do in there? Or else
9.
it falls in love with itself or something? Like, what's the
Do
mirror?
what?
The mirrors. What's the Hall of Mirrors do? Where the succubus lives and the incubus.
Right.
We trap a beholder in there too. Let's lure the fucking beholder down there.
You remember you've had to cover your faces. But you
Milk that fucker. Yeah, right. He's got all kinds of eyeballs. Like a Hall of Mirrors probably wouldn't be, or the mirror thing probably wouldn't be.
Yeah.
We could get out of here and leave our calling card, leave a flower.
It's a little flower. A blade.
Right in the
a
middle of the
leg.
bed.
Right.
Right on the bed, right on the pillow.
Well, I mean, there's only two ways to go here. There's the way we came, which
Right.
is back down.
There's dudes down there.
That led us down here into this room, or we can go up.
Which is into the beholder's bedchamber.
We're in the boulder's bedchamber.
Well, upstairs though, right? Up the
Right.
hole, is that what we're talking?
Mm-hmm.
I say, we've already been there, done that.
I'm kind of an up the hole kind of guy.
Right.
What do you think, Tekla?
I don't know
I think we should kill it, yeah. Do we want to rest first or anything?
I don't know if we have time to rest. I mean, they said they were coming back, right? And we
Yes,
did
the
make a
voice
bunch of
said it
racket.
was coming back.
Subtlety is not our specialty.
Right.
We're not very stealthy. For a whisperer, we're not very fucking stealthy.
Let's kill it.
So up.
Up and
Yeah.
away.
Just send the rope up the hole
Okay.
quietly. We'll go quietly though. Stealth.
Stealth.
Check
Stealth
for traps.
check,
Can I
okay.
check for traps on the fucking?
You're right. Good idea. Shoot.
Yes,
Right.
you can. Make an investigation check.
Good luck.
Yeah, can I look for things?
19.
Woo!
19. There's no traps. You don't see any traps.
Okay. But I won't be fooled again until next. Like a fool.
So can I crawl up there with my spider crawl and throw a rope down so everybody else can get back up?
I used the rope climbing.
Oh, okay.
Not the rope climbing.
Oh, okay.
Up the hole.
So somebody we could go and kind of look over the edge and check around before we all just sort of.
Yeah, I was stealthy. I think we should stealthily.
Make a stealth check.
Come on, baby. Make me stealth.
15.
13.
1 of 5.
25.
19.
Oh, you're
19. You're relatively quiet as you pop your head. I'm drawing it right now. Out, and what you see is a very lush, opulent room. It is covered with different tapestries. There's writing.
Tapestries!
There's a desk that you see where notes. It seems like someone has been sitting there. It's actually human size. It's looks like it was made for a humanoid. There's torches all over the walls. In the corners, there's huge pillows and things where you can lounge on. Different statues, vases with feathers coming out of it.
I'm gonna change that.
Pretty swag real estate.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
It's true. I mean, it's already decorated.
And there's 2 other entrances in this room, or exits, I should say.
2 exits.
Here's where that desk is. So there's a big shelf here with all kinds of, looks like scrolls or something in it.
Nobody's in the room though.
Not that you can see.
Our head is poking out the hole there.
Yes. And then Tequila and I are at the bottom waiting for you guys to give us the... Because you guys can climb vertical surfaces, right?
Well, can we... We don't see any kind of... Nothing's alive in there?
No, I mean, you don't see anything. I mean, there's torches in here. I mean, someone's obviously been in here lighting, torches and lamps and stuff.
And two exits, one on either side of the room, is that...
Yes.
You check
If
one
they would
out.
Go up and
Yeah, and this desk over here has got a little quill on it and a little parchment that was...
But I want to know what they've written over there.
yep, and I want to check the shelves and things.
And this is just in the center, it's just this huge mound of pillows. It's just
Is it moving, breathing? Is somebody breathing under those pillows?
make an investigation check.
You're snoring.
13.
I mean, you don't notice anything odd about them.
You can't keep it
I can't. It's hard.
Whisper now. There's a totally not anything in this giant pile of pillows. What's up here?
So what are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna throw a net on the pile of pillows.
You gonna throw a net over it?
Yeah, just for fun.
Okay. Just for fun, just in
Yeah.
case.
Just in case there's something in there.
Yeah.
You never know.
You throw it over. Yeah.
21.
No, I mean, it's a pile of pillows.
I
You
just
throw a
wanna
net
get
over
it.
it.
I
Yeah.
want to get it. Yeah,
Yeah.
net over it as good as possible. You know.
We'll check out the table. check for traps.
Okay, roll investigation check.
7.
I suppose I also should investigate the room.
Alright, roll.
10.
Yeah, I want to.
Theory.
Yeah, really.
I knew you were gonna say
Gary, help us
investigate.
investigate the room, please.
I got 20.
Do your job.
Mr. Observant.
Do your job, Terry.
Yeah,
One job.
one thing Tyler, you notice is there's
Lots of
tea
traps.
on the there's a hot cup of tea on the desk, like somebody just left here.
Okay. I sniff it
Mix it
to
all
see
up.
if I recognize what it is.
Some sort of green tea, like a
Just a regular
deep
tea.
earthy scent. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Warm cup of tea. And anything on the shelves?
It looks like more reports from different various guilds members.
Anything that we need to be that directly
Pertains
pertains
to-
to us?
No, this is more like accounts and ledgers of What'd you roll for investigation? 20? Yeah. You and Thierry are going through a number of them, and there are some interesting things here. I mean, like, there's actual proof of, racketeering and other illegal activities that have been recorded, and it looks like this is the accounting of it.
Higgins would love this.
Okay,
Put it to
well,
work.
can we throw this in the bag of holding, Declan, please?
Of course.
Mark it, Exhibit A.
Oh, at least D.
So what are we going to call it?
That
Proof of something.
I mean, what should I write?
proof
What
of
should I...
fraud and corruption in Waterdeep. Yes.
From the thing, our authority and
Yeah, it's got, different payments to different shipmasters for
Okay.
smuggling, and,
Okay.
you're quite certain Silverhand might be a little interested in these.
Can I jump in the billows?
Huh?
Can I jump in the billows?
You're just going to jump right in the middle of them?
I want to teleport into the middle of
Save my
Well, there's no shadows necessarily right in the middle of the pillows. But it's a huge mound. Like, you have to climb up to the top of it.
You can climb up to the
Swag
ceiling
pad.
and then just drop in from above.
Can you throw me?
Can I throw you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can throw you.
Throw me into the billows.
Biggest mistake we're ever going to make. Sure, I'll throw you into the pillows.
All right.
It's
Wrapped
Ready.
up with their
Ready
tentacle.
myself for combat.
Make an athletics check.
Athletics check.
You're all strong now, right?
No. That's what it says. And 9 is 26.
Yeah, you throw them right to the top. When you land, I mean, there's a little indent on top. It looks like a ball, like some whatever sits on top of it is like a ball or
Do I
something like
fit
that.
in there?
Yeah, and you land. Right, it's bigger. I mean, you're 8 foot. Yeah, it's cozy.
Is it warm when he lands?
Yeah.
Is it warm up there?
It's not necessarily so warm, and it does have a slightly musty smell to it.
Damn.
Yeah, damp a little bit. Yeah.
I want to drink the tea. Can I drink the tea?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's warm green tea.
Great.
Yeah.
Perk me up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we bounced on the pillows, and we took stuff.
Yeah, can we set a trap or something for him in his pillows? Like, can we hide in the pillows? And then when he comes back to go to sleep, stab him a bunch of times!
We take a long rest in his pillows. What a genius idea! It looks like such a comfy spot.
I like it.
Set up some kind of alarm.
A fort? Like we would make
A
a
fort would be great. Look at that. Pillow fort. I'm so down to make a pillow fort. Like any day of the week, all the time. Pretty much.
I could turn Poe invisible. She could sit on the pillows, give us a
Yes.
squawk when somebody shows up.
Totally.
We could make we both have minor illusion, right? We could like minor illusion, the pillows,
Being perfectly
being
normal.
perfectly normal, and we could be all in there, ready to be stabby when he falls asleep. We hear him snoring. I don't know. What thought?
I think we could totally stab him.
Set some traps. I feel like we should do some shit.
Something that'll wake us up before he gets anywhere near us.
So what are we doing?
I don't know. I'm full of ideas.
Like Poe could hang out at one of the
Right,
entryways, but what about the other entryway?
Well, he could just sit on top of the pillows and, I mean, he is a bird. They got like 360 head of turn,
True that.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like they totally do have all kinds of good vision.
Well,
She wouldn't even have to be invisible. She could just sit there. She would just sit there and be a bird.
So what's the plan?
We could skedaddle out of there. Okay, what are we doing,
I
folks?
don't know. We want to go. We got 2 holes we can go out.
Or we could wait.
Well, they're already looking for somebody, right? So I don't know. It seems like
Okay.
it's out and about.
Okay.
I feel like we have to wait for a while. Not that would be a bad thing. We could rest.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
Should we roll for it?
Sure.
See which direction we go.
Let fate decide. 1, 2, 3 left. 4,
1,
5,
2,
6,
3 left.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 left.
There we go.
Quietly.
Quietly, make yourself checks. Forward.
26.
16.
15.
And this looks like it's just that weird little tunnel that looks like it's carved out. A long room in here. A couple beds. Look like they're human-sized beds.
Oh.
A dresser. Some barrels and things.
It's a trap. It's like a perfect little bedroom where we all can hang out
So
and have a
empty
nap.
Yeah, but as far as you can see.
But the tea was hot, so somebody is one of these directors. There's somebody's alive.
Yeah, right.
We don't see anything in there.
Make an investigation check.
14.
20?
Natural 20.
There- you see just for a second of a foot, like right under the bed, and then kind of like, and it kind of moves, and
I pointed out to
hides itself.
everyone
Okay.
without making any noise, though. I should like point.
You guys we are stealthy, so
Okay.
Tequila gives us the.
Under one of the beds?
Where is it?
This bed here.
Can I shoot him with my arrow?
Sure.
What if it's not a foe?
Well,
What's your roll?
Is it just a foot sticking
12.
out?
A 12. Cling, and it like sticks right into the bed, and then you hear like a ah.
I'm going to wait
No,
my
don't do
tentacle
it.
out and grab the foot and drag it out from under the bed.
Okay, make a athletics check.
I'm going to hold my action and see if anything, in case anything else pops out. I want
Ooh,
that.
Hold your
just
action.
lost my die. Okay, we'll have to find it. 14 and 9, 23.
23? Yeah, you easily grab him with your tentacle and just rip him out from under the bed. And so it's a long-haired man, very thin, dressed in like fine silks. His fingers are stained, it looks like, with ink.
Who are you, sir?
I just do the numbers.
You just do the numbers. An accountant, a Weasley accountant.
Please, don't kill me.
I feel like we might have use for an accountant.
Who are you? Where do you come from? What are you doing here?
My name's Renault.
No?
Yes. And I met my esteemed master, Xanathar the Great, some years ago. I don't quite remember our meeting, but I do enjoy his employ.
You enjoy it, do you?
Yeah. Like his eyes are like kind of
Glassy,
dazed when
yeah.
glassy.
Okay, well,
You're not
Where's
here to
your
steal,
master?
are you? He gets so upset.
who is your master?
Xanathar.
Xanathar. And you're kind of looking around this room, and you notice like some of the things on the wall, look like they're petrified heads. For people, it's like hanging, almost like deer trophies. Like,
All right.
right.
Who are those? Who are these guys?
Those are others that tried to steal, or some of this one here was the last accountant.
The last
So-
accountant.
So I was
Oh. So
Oh,
so this is a great job. You like this gig.
Yes, I do. And his eyes are just like.
How do we snap him out of it? How do we have like a
Splash water in his face.
or something? I like the idea of like having an accountant. Like if we could free this guy.
Right. Accountant would be good.
I mean, we got one in Waterdeep, but we could use one in
Take him to Sigil.
Sigil. Yeah.
I mean, like, what's he gonna do? Try to escape? He doesn't know anybody in Sigil.
Yeah, right.
we
Especially
could have someone
his
living
mental freedom.
in that treehouse, like making it like, homey and all that. Because I feel like we don't go there very often.
We haven't been there in a
There's
little bit.
rats living in
There's
it
some
and
shit
stuff
going
every
on,
time we
so.
come back. I feel like somebody.
but we do have.
But he might get killed, you know what I mean? Like, so maybe not.
I don't know. I have students going back and forth.
Yeah, true that. He'd probably be pretty safe.
That scumbag in Sigil was going to raise his ugly head
Yeah, he can work for Esteban.
again. Okay,
Want to come live in a treehouse?
How do we? Wasn't there like a?
well, so what is the habit of your master? Obviously, he's not in his. It's not in his bedroom. What?
Yeah, where is he?
There was some trouble at the Thieves Guild. A group of monks went down asking questions. So they went very subtle.
Oh, that's subtle enough. Oh, that's gonna be cadre.
Alright, so let's take this guy and get the fuck out of here
So
now.
he went to, orchestrate to make sure nothing got too out of hand. So, seems to be a lot of dodos of late. They think they rule the city, but really, it's my master.
No, you're awfully confident. You seem to be very knowledgeable.
I love this lair.
Yeah, I like it too. I'm into the cushions and the pillows.
Right,
It
I'm
comes
gonna
with
take
an
this
accountant.
accountant. Yeah, right, we can just leave the accountant here. Really, we don't get to take him.
So do we have to take him with us? Can't we just like buy him?
Yeah, I don't think he's
gag
gonna
him
go
and
anywhere.
Stick him under the bed.
Right? Like he's not going anywhere.
We don't have to beat
We
him
can
by
come
the
back.
gag and we can just leave him
Yeah,
here
right.
for
Just
like
leave
later.
his ass here
Yeah.
until we kill the beholder.
Yeah, and then we'll come back and figure out how to. Maybe that'll snap him out of his.
Yeah,
Or
but
we can feed him to the
Mesmerized.
incubus if there's any problems.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
for
Like,
sure.
I feel like we could just say, I don't know if we should leave him here or not.
at least I feel like we should bind him up so that if the spell does break on him, he doesn't just wander off or go back home. Or...
No need.
No, we've got to wrap that guy up
I
like
feel
a
like we should
mummy
take
with
him
one of
with
our
us.
robes,
Yeah.
gag him, and throw him under the bed.
Yeah.
I feel like
agree.
if we throw him under the bed, someone's
we'll
gonna
do it
find
Or in the
gently. We
pillows.
won't do it for heart. We
Hide him
won't.
in the pillows. Or throw him down.
We should take him with us.
No. Why?
Well, because like if we leave him here, he's gonna tell the beholder we were here.
We're going to stab the beholder right now anyway, aren't we?
And the beholder is, if the beholder deigns to walk into the servants' quarters and look under the bed,
What's his bed?
if we tie him up,
I can go grab some water. You guys decide what you want to do.
Okay, whatever. I don't care.
That's not on the list.
Then we come back for him when we take over. We let him loose, and when we could do it with velvet robes. We don't have to.
Oh yeah, I think we should at least bind him up so that we can come back and get him. I don't want to haul him with us. Do you want to haul him with us?
I just feel like weird about leaving him here. I don't know why. I suppose we could tie him up and put him under the bed. Or tie him up, put him on the bed, put a blanket on him so it looks like he's sleeping.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Like tie him down real good, make
Yeah.
him look
Make him look comfy.
comfy. I like it.
Okay.
Or run straps under the bed. I don't know how all this shit works.
yeah. Comfy.
Yeah, then he won't be less inclined to get mad at us for maltreatment.
Yeah, right.
Right. We'll leave like a little cup of water. And,
Yeah, tea. We'll leave a little cup of tea over there for him so he can sniff it.
We'll give him just enough rope to like reach his tea. And,
No,
like,
because then he can figure out a way to get out.
no
Or, like,
way.
Nah, he's got to just be like bound and gagged, tight, so he can't kick
Yeah.
around
Right.
or make any noise.
Yeah.
Nah, he's got to be down there, like you said, like a dummy, like a
What
sleeping
if we
dummy.
forget about him and he dies?
We won't forget about him. He's our accountant.
Like the incubus though, like we never visit that incubus, but
Yeah, but
we neglect that motherfucker.
because he wants to kill us, right? Like,
yeah, but like maybe
it's
we
a battle.
Maybe we should feed him to the plant then. I feel like it's just like a waste. It's just sitting there rotting away.
Well, we're not going to let him run away. Who, the incubus?
Yeah, we
No,
gotta
we're-
feed Kalon to him pretty quick.
Yeah,
I
right,
feel
yeah.
like.
We'll have some other... Well, there's a succubus flying around out there somewhere. We might need to...
Right, we might
Put
need
him
to unleash
together.
the ink.
Yeah.
Yo, ink, we gotta take care of this bitch. Take her down, okay? You
yeah,
can be
right,
free then.
right.
Like, here, you
Right,
can
I
be
got
free,
your
but you
girlfriend
gotta
right
take this
Totally.
bitch. Totally. That's what they
No,
do,
you
right?
can
They
look
go
them
for
up.
succubi.
I don't know how that works.
I don't know anything about like succubus and incubus lore.
Yeah, I don't know the lore of the incubus or succubus either. I know that I don't want any.
Right.
Of either.
I feel like a siren would be like at least like soothing.
Yeah.
Not really into the
Yeah,
idea
right.
of like something
Still-
like eating
Still a
me,
little
but
controlling, though, for my taste.
yeah, right, exactly. Let's see, succubus.
Do you guys decide?
Then we're going to tie him up,
Okay.
In his bed,
and we'll be back for him.
gag him, cover him up, look like he's.
Ferris Bueller, that fucker.
Survival check. For the knots.
Um, 18
Ferris
is
Bueller side.
24.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's bound well. He's kind of like, kind of resisting and everything.
We'll be back, buddy. We'll be back.
Right.
And as you put him in the bed, you hear a loud crash coming from the other side of that large room. And then he kind of goes calm. The guy lays down in his bed.
Good man.
Yeah, and you hear shouting and screaming, and sounds of fighting coming from down that other hallway.
We better get over there.
Shouting and screaming.
I'm afraid that's Cadre and the other.
Oh, the guys you sent down in the. Oh my gosh. No, we would have help.
We could use it. Sounds like they could use it too.
So are we dashing out?
You have about a round
Two.
before whatever it sounds like is going to come through that hallway over there. So you can make a movement, do anything else you want to do. Anybody want to do anything?
Can we set a trap for him? Does anyone set traps?
Takes one round, doesn't it? Set a trap.
Give us a minute.
Sorry. Not bad. Okay. Yeah, I want to move. I want to use my movement to move towards the hole and then
Okay.
no, not the hole, the other door.
Okay. What's your movement?
45.
I have to hang on now. We're in the middle.
And then use my action to sprint.
Mhm.
And then I want to I want to get over there against that, hide against the wall, and let whatever's coming in come in, so I can see it.
Go past.
Yeah, go past.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to hide out.
Down.
I'm trying to figure it out. Hang on 1 minute.
Tequila.
1 minute. Hang on, Sniffy.
Tyrion's gonna dash. He's actually gonna. No, he's not gonna dash because he wants to hide. He's gonna jump in these pillows
Pillow 4.
and he's gonna hide.
Okay.
Man.
To your left.
Yeah, and you just hear screaming.
Right, well,
Where's it coming from?
Sounds of
Where's the
fighting.
screaming coming
This hallway here. Torches are obviously down that hallway. You can see shadows. Something large, and then you hear laughing every once in a while.
Fuck.
Well, I want to get somewhere where I can live within, like,
I'm gonna go towards the sitting pillows over there. I guess.
Okay, so 10, 20, 25. You get right out of here.
how close can I get into the pillows?
10, 20, 30 is in your movement 30. You can get right to that.
Okay, so I'm at the edge of the pillows. I
Mhm.
can't see anything.
Right. No, those pillows are high. It's a high.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 10 foot
Yeah,
tall
yeah.
barrier.
Okay. No, I'm going to hold my action because I don't know what's going to come through the door. So I got to see what comes through the door.
Right.
first.
Okay. All right. We're good.
Hiding. Do I have to roll to hide? Is it like a stealth thing or something?
Yeah.
19.
19. Okay. One very frightened monk kind of runs past you. He's got blood trailing from like the side of his face.
Can I tell what dojo he's from?
He's covered with tattoos of different elementals
Check him out.
things. And then one more runs right past him too. And then you hear a couple more fighting in the hallway. And then you see Cadre kind of fight and turn around. She's like, fall back!
Oh, shit.
Who's Cadre?
She
Your
is
friend.
she's the leader of the
Oh, the other
dojo,
dojo.
the Flying Crane Dojo.
And then EQ, you kind of do the fifth element,
Yeah,
quick
right.
peek around the corner. And there's a beholder there, much larger than ones that you've seen before. And he points a ray at one of these guys, and like a little gray beam shoots out of it, and he just drops to a pile of ash on the ground. And it's just this huge eye staring there. And these guys are just retreating. This hallway looks like it's stairs going up.
The ghost is the beholder?
Yeah.
Got it.
And then behind him, you see a couple of Thieves Guild members with little crossbows and things like that.
Awesome.
Okay, so now we're going to roll an initiative, and then we'll act in that order. And they all have their brown, their brown bandanas on.
The thieves? Oh, the dojo people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that's a lot
Brown
of initiative. Okay. All right, 20 or above. Okay, 15 or above.
16.
17.
Sally, you'll be first. EQ. 10 or above? Oh, I'm sorry.
Just 1 minute.
Terry's
Just
at
1
14.
minute. You just have to give me 1 minute.
You are at. We're all gonna go first. Okay, that should be interesting.
Just don't pinch me. No pinchy. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay. So top of the round is going to be the lair action,
The lair action.
of course.
Awesome.
The layer action.
Yeah, the lair gets an action. Like when you fuck the dragon, the lair gets an action.
I didn't fight the dragon.
No.
But we're fighting it. It's in its own bedroom. That's like gonna be like really
Yeah. So,
really fucking bad. Like fucking
The
bad.
pillows come alive. It's a pillow golem. You have to-
so right in front, right this. Who's this fellow golem?
This needs to be a thing.
What, another week?
right. He cast pillow attack.
Pillow fight! Oh god, I'd be so good at that. You think I'm good on a pillar fight? Watch me with a pillow fight, like straight up. No fear, man.
Feather pillow, so that shit
Yeah.
hurts.
Like feathers everywhere, fucking flying.
So this ground here, actually, slime kind of sprouts from this ground here, and it looks like all these monks are having a hard time standing on it. Difficult terrain for the rest of the turn. And they try to retreat back. They start running this way towards the hole, basically. This moves back. Now, as this guy retreats, the beholder gets to attack him. That's not good. Fun. I've actually never DM'd the beholder before, guys. This is the first for me. Is it exciting for you too?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thrilling.
I think we're all gonna die.
I'm a little
Just saying.
disappointed with the
Just
pillow golem, but
I'm thinking I think it's gonna turn into an all-on pillow fight now.
3, 7.
Just a thought. You think I'm deadly with rocks?
yeah, right.
He bites this guy with this huge gaping mouth and, like, you know, takes a chunk out of his shoulder. Screams and falls back.
Are they feather pillows?
Tally, your turn.
Okay, well, I want to crawl up to the... Okay, so now the monks are separated from the beholder and the 3 in the back.
Yes.
Whoosh. It's like a snow globe. Suddenly, it's like a snow
Say
globe
what?
in here.
Totally. Can we like thunder waving the pillows?
Yeah!
Yeah.
Feathers
It's
go
a snow
everywhere
globe.
and cloud the room up with feathers. So the beholder can't see anything.
I could cast a fog
That's so
cloud.
great.
Sensory overload.
Burn it.
Yeah. But man, there's a hallway there, so I'm thinking we've got some hot gates possibilities, right? So if we can keep him from getting into the room,
Yeah.
that
Okay.
seems like a good.
Okay. Okay. Well
You know
then.
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I do.
if they all get in there, then we got to deal with all of them. But if we can keep them
Okay.
in the hallway somehow,
Okay.
then maybe we can. I don't know.
Okay.
Hot gates them,
Okay.
or and then like I said, I don't know. Those pillows, I don't know, are just inviting for so many reasons. I don't know. I just want to do so many things with those pillows.
Right.
So what if I
Siri's
were
like,
to
leave the
cast...
pillows alone. He's wiggled himself into the middle.
If we want to do that, what if I were to cast Wall of Ice across the doorway and then snake down and...
Terry, Tally, this is combat. You got this thing running at you. You don't have time to talk about it. What is
Okay,
that?
I'm going to cast Wall of Ice from my frost staff.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast it as a wall. I'm going to go across the opening with it,
Okay.
and then it's going to continue it's going to bump, and it's going to bump. It's going to make a continuous
How
trail.
long is it?
It is 10 squares, 10 by 10.
Okay.
And
Damn,
each
that's-
panel
yeah.
is contiguous. The wall is 1 foot thick.
So you're gonna
They're
cast it.
they're being pushed to one side, but because I haven't, they can't come, they're not going to be pushed into the room, they're just going to be pushed.
Okay, you're behind the pillow. So where
No,
are you?
I'm climbing up the pillows, I'm sitting on top.
Okay, sitting on top.
Yep,
Okay, and then you are casting it this direction.
it's going to be,
This direction.
how big is the
Here.
opening? How big is the opening?
10, 20. I mean, at its widest.
Okay, so I wanted to do 2, we're coming over here. I want to do 2 across, and then I want to start this way.
I see. All the way to them. Okay.
Till if I can bump everybody that way
Yeah.
and put a wall between us and them.
Okay. How many charges does that cost you?
That costs me 4 charges.
Good. So you hold out your staff, and it like frost fills the air, and it starts to form on the ground, and this wall starts to form right in front of this beholder, and then he just kind of looks at it with that central eye, and the ice just dissipates.
All of it,
All
or
of it.
just the square that hits it?
No, all of it that he seems to be looking at.
Okay. All of it that he seems to be looking
Awesome.
at.
With his big eye.
Much trouble.
With his big eye.
With his big eye. Does he have more than one eye, or just the one eye?
He has 8 stalks that come out of the side of his head. He made the cover. So,
Oh, okay.
this central eye, though, it seemed to like look at your spell coming towards him, and then like it just
Dissipated. Okay, well,
Awesome.
10, 20,
Really?
30, 40, 50, 60. Actually, Tally, and he notices you, and kind of like that whole gaze looks at you. And don't forget to subtract your from your staff.
I'm doing it right this way.
But everything on you kind of tingles, and you are in an anti-magic field, so none of your magic items are functioning right now.
Okay.
And that is going to bring up EQ.
Sure it is.
Right, and all these monks kind of look up at you, like, as you stood up there and did that, and, they seem very surprised to see you.
Very surprised to see me.
Mm-hmm. But not unwelcome at the same time.
Okay. Okay.
So, Cadre recognizes you as she's running. She's, where's EQ?
Cadre.
It's your turn.
I give her the.
I want to.
She kind of turns for a second and, just startled to see you at all, so.
Can I get out of the vision of the holder again before the end of my turn? Or did I use all my movement to get up to the top of the pillar?
You did not use all your movement. You used about 15 of your movement.
Okay. Please don't bite me, you little kitty. Okay, I want to duck down behind the pillows again.
Back down here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello. I got to reconnoiter here.
Yeah, right. Right, that was unexpected, and now we gotta reconvene a little bit. Yeah.
Right, I'm going to use my towel.
Hello.
Okay.
Is that an action?
Yes.
Okay. So what is it? It's
Well, you gotta sing the song. Talk about.
D4 plus 4. Is that what it is? 1 die 4 plus 4?
No, I think it's 1 die.
4 die 4?
No, it's 1 die 4 plus 9.
1
isn't
die
it?
4 plus. Oh, plus 9. Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah.
1 die 4.
You have an ear. You got my ear, but I don't know.
So
what
that's
you want.
9 and 3 is 12 more points.
Okay, so you are at 41, 51.
Okay.
Yeah,
Imagine.
51. Alright, that's better. I feel a little bit better about that.
Okay. That's your action.
Action. Bonus action.
Cadre's looking at you weird as you sing a song and rub the towel. You give it a little rub.
I'm like, yeah.
Right.
A little levity in the back.
Right.
And I'm gonna hold that. I'm not doing anything. I'm gonna make her aware that we're in here. Hey.
Are you gonna say anything to her? I mean, you have a chance to. Or are you trying to say stealth?
Well, I don't really want that fucking thing to know where I'm at. But it's not in the room yet, right?
No.
So yeah, I'll let her know where I'm at.
Okay.
And then just say, hey.
She looks terrified. Like, like her half her monks are bleeding and clutching their sides and.
Okay. I don't know. I'm
You're gonna wait. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
That's gonna bring up Terry.
Yeah, really. This is spooky time.
No, we have no idea.
And he's gonna use an action to cast. He's gonna sing a little choral hymn. Aura of vitality. And then he'll use a bonus action to heal. A 20-foot radius. He's gonna heal Cadre here.
Nice.
Ah,
30-foot radius. Oh, that's far.
That's great.
10, 20, 30. Who's down on hit points? Tally, are you still down on hit points?
yep,
You're 54?
I'm at 54.
Tekla's not. Are you, Tekla?
Oh, I'm not
I'm
that
down
bad.
13 points, wasn't I?
Yeah, you are. Okay.
I'm only three
Yeah.
from my math.
I'm going to use that on Tekla. You go up 6 hit points, so you're at 60.
Hello.
That is Terry's turn. Tekla, you're up. That's cool. I can do that.
Tekla!
So the big red dot is a.
That's EQ's. That's the other dojo master.
All right, so all the green people are her people, right?
Yes.
And then the beholder's the pink one.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm gonna climb up into the pillows, but not where Terry is, off to this side.
Okay.
Is there a spot where I can sort of peek my crossbow out, but not really be in its vision?
Well, I mean, to shoot it,
Yeah.
you're gonna, you know what I mean. You'll have to be in its vision.
A little bit anyway.
A little bit anyway. Yeah.
But I can try to do it stealthily, right?
Yes. Well, yes.
Cover.
Cover, yeah. You can give yourself a lot of cover so that
With
you
the
take
pillow
a
wall.
return fight. Right, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So right there. Take a shot.
26.
That hits.
Nice.
Um,
3 or 4 of his eyes do kind of look at you like,
7, 8 hit points.
8 hit points.
Yes.
They look like.
He looks like he's almost dead.
Right?
Looks like he did nothing. That's what I'm waiting for. He looks at it and the arrow just falls apart.
Nope, nothing like that.
I'd like to use my action surge.
Okay, take another action.
Have another action.
Alright.
And shoot it again.
Okay.
Uh, 16.
16? No. That misses.
Damn.
He's got a thick hide.
Shoot.
Okay, so
I
that's.
guess I'm gonna try
Wanna
to
move with your action surge?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe I would move. Can I come further down the pillow wall?
This way?
Yeah, I mean back up northeast from where I am now.
Right over here.
Back behind that corner though. Yeah, that was a good place.
Laser pointer?
That's a good place.
Yeah, laser pointer.
Well, that's perfect.
And that is going to bring up the Xanathar. And he lets out like a big grin and says, "More intruders."
Put him in the bag, Tequila.
All of you have been plotting against me.
Whatever. I saw your fucking plans. You've been plotting against everyone. Paranoid fucking ass.
Right.
Alice Jones.
I'll show you what happens. And he's kind of around the corner. I need you to make a stealth check. His passive perception is 22, so you gotta beat a 22. No. A couple of his eyes like focus on you as like he rolls around the corner. But he does attack this other guy with his tries to bite him. But he manages to like jump out of the way. But this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 eyes focus on you,
Fuck.
and 1 focuses on the guy. These are going to be the 2 eyes on you, which is an 8 and a 7.
The second. Don't.
Okay, so I need you to make a DC 16 dexterity saving throw.
I can't
Dexterity.
cast counterspell, can I?
18.
No, it's not a spell. It's like an innate ability. So it's, you know what I mean. It's not a.
Okay.
What's your roll?
18.
18. You jump out of the way of this ray that like it hits the wall, and you see it like kind of start to turn to stone. The next ray, a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
Did it.
You fall asleep.
Oh, joyous day. How long does that last?
For 1 minute,
Or until I get attacked or whatever?
or if you take damage, or another creature takes an action to wake you. And then
How long does the you can't use magic last? I can't use magic.
that seems to be whatever he's looking at. And
So if I'm out of sight, then it goes away, and I can now use magic.
you'll have to see, yeah. But it seems to be whatever his big eye is focusing on at that time. Like even like some of the tattoos that are on these monks, like they lose their luster and stop glowing. That's where the magical power comes from. So it seems to be whatever he's
He's a
focusing on.
sucker of magic.
It's an anti-magic.
Okay.
aura.
Okay.
And he's looking over here at like his big eye is focused this way right now.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Good.
All right. And he also hit this guy with a very black beam from one of his eyes, and he rolled a 1. And he just falls to the ground, and it looks like he's like drained of life, like he's just a husk now, just shriveled up. His eyes are sunken.
The beholder?
No.
Oh. One of the monks.
Yeah.
Okay. Lost the monk.
Yeah, and you hear the guys behind him, "Get him, boss!" And then that's going to bring up the top of the round, which is now going to be another layer action. So that green slime goes away. And a little eye appears right here. And it's going to shoot a beam. 1, 2, 3 will be you. 4, 5, 6 will be you. So it's going to shoot a beam. Like it sprouts on the wall. Looks at you.
We should have lured it back into our lair.
And I need you to make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
You darn peekabooer.
16?
16?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you rolled?
No, I rolled 14 plus 2 is 16.
Okay. Yeah, you felt.
Wisdom saving. I don't think I have a buff on that.
Yeah, you felt like you were going to be. This thing was so powerful, and you could. Man, you really know what that guy was talking about. That accountant. This guy would be great to work for. But then you kind of shake it off, and like you don't manage to get charmed by him. And then that is going to be Sally's turn.
I should go and tell that dude.
Right.
Big whoop.
He really knew what he's talking about, you know?
A very likable guy. He took his stapler.
Okay, so his glare is not in my direction at this time.
No, it's facing this way.
Okay, so I would like to, using my spidey crawl up onto the pillows, out of his view, but onto where I can see his eye, but he
Like right there?
Yeah, can I see his eye, but his eye can't see me?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got it like kind of on the side.
Yeah.
Okay, then I would like to shoot a guiding bolt at level at level 4.
Level 4.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Guiding bolt.
Make an attack roll.
Just 1 second now.
You will be up next.
1, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So I'm making an attack roll. Poe's going to help me.
Okay.
Holy shit. One's a natural 1. The other one is a 3.
Now you,
12.
you miss.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Oh, because I rolled the wrong die. That's fine. Okay.
So is your action, bonus action?
Bonus action, I would like to use. No, I think I'm still good. I think I will just hop down.
Okay.
That was a level.
EQ?
I'm gonna sleep.
Yes, you are sleeping. That's right. All right. Good point. Good point. I even wrote that up there. So that brings up Terry.
That's why it didn't work. I rolled the wrong die.
Oh, what is Terry going to do?
I'll have to do it again.
I think it's time.
Time to bust a rhyme?
It's on the bus ride.
No. Time to suck a line? No. Time for the mother joke of the day.
What was I thinking? What was I thinking? I wasn't thinking.
So Terry's going to pull out Zalation's horn.
Salation.
I was just looking at that the other day. Today.
Oh, fucking, that's fantastic. Okay, so he's going to move over here so he's also a little bit out of the eye range of this beholder. And he pulls out his horn and he's going to blow it in that direction. Sorry, EQ. It'll wake you up. And just this loud horn, just make a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh, fuck. Awesome. 7.
Oh shit, he missed that. The holder failed it. A 7? Did you fail it?
Yeah. My Constitution sucks.
You wake up. You're gonna take some damage.
That's fine. I assumed as much.
Maybe that wasn't the smartest idea. That's 26.
Points of damage?
Yeah.
Fuck.
So was it 24? You got 24?
Should get 25. I was at 51.
Okay, 25, yeah. But he took 26 points of damage. He failed the saving throw. Isn't that great news?
Yeah, it's fucking swell.
So where are you?
Huh?
Where are you?
25.
One of these guys gets knocked off, and you're deafened for a round.
What?
You're deafened.
What?
Yeah.
What?
For a minute. So's the beholder. He can't hear anything. Okay, so now there's a 20% chance that horn explodes.
If you use it again. Right?
Each use of the horn's magic has a 20% chance.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Every time you use it. Okay. All right. Did not explode. And then I'm going to use my Aura Vitality. Oh, and I heal you for 2 hit points. You're welcome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's going to be Tiri's turn for what it was worth. Tequila, you're up.
All right.
Before you can go, the Beholder's going to use a legendary action. He's going to shoot an eye ray. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that's how we'll do it. At number 4. So who's 4? 1, 2, 3. The guy right in front of him. That makes sense. And he shoots the fear ray at him.
Ooh.
And that guy just is terrified when he's looking just to run away as fast as he can.
He was doing that anyway.
Yeah, he was doing that anyway. Tekla, it's your turn.
That makes sense. All right, so I'm going to shoot the beholder with my crossbow again.
Okay. You're not going to shoot him? Right.
I'm going to use my superiority dice also to do. Isn't there one where I have another attack? I have to look up those
No,
again.
but there's one where you add a die 8 damage.
That'll work.
I think there's one.
So it is 19,
Okay.
and then I have plus 6 damage.
Okay. So roll the damage and
14.
okay. 14 damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Plus 6.
Okay.
Oh, so 20 damage?
Okay.
And then that's going to bring up its turn. Is that right?
Yeah, he took a legendary action.
Right, okay.
I'm going to get lots of actions.
I didn't do them all, so I'm going to do them real quick. This guy's actually running away. He's going to use his dash action. He's like right at the edge, ready to jump down.
Fuck you guys.
Cadre's going to... She's pulling back here. Not quite jumping down yet, but, you know. And she's going to try to do a little form, and she goes, and slams her foot in the ground, and she tries to bring up this, like, a stone wall, like, right in front of the guy, but, like, it just fades out because he's staring right at it. And then it's his turn. He's going to do this, and he's going to turn this way, and now this is all anti-magic, this direction. So that's going to include all 3 of us. You don't have anything, right? You're back to being a tiefling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, shit, what turn am I going to be a human if it does that mean?
Maybe.
Oh, no.
That'd be weird. So weird.
So the one that Terry's a 7. A sleep ray. God damn it. Come on, Terry. Don't roll the big dice. Don't roll it.
Don't roll it.
D6 16 wisdom saving throw.
Hooga chaka, hooga hooga.
So Terry falls asleep.
Can't stop this feeling.
It's awesome,
Well,
Yeah,
at least
yeah.
you're in the pillows.
right?
No, I moved out so I could use my horn.
Oh,
And then he shoots a disintegration ray at the other little guy over there, the other monk. Ooh.
Those monks are not doing very well.
No, and he just drops down into a small
So
pile
sorry,
of
Roger.
gray
So
dust.
sorry. So sorry.
Just dust on the ground. Dust in the wind.
You guys are my initiates.
And then Tekla. Can't use the disintegration ray twice in a row.
God damn it.
whack.
I need you to make a DC 16 Constitution saving throw. That's nuts.
16.
16? Okay. You take half damage from 8 die 8.
Gross.
I say no, beholder. No.
No.
No beholder.
So that's 8, 16, 20, 30, 38. So 16, 20 damage, right? So 38, 19 damage.
That sucks.
They're at 41.
Ouch.
That is going to be the top of the round again. So it's now a layer action.
I don't want to attack it.
Walls
You know
within
what?
120 feet of the boulder,
That's scary.
sprout grasping within.
Oh, it's really awful.
You barely did it, but it's 8 hit points or something to take. No, it's precedent for something.
I hit it for 20.
And you hit. Okay, so we've hit it a couple of times.
Right, it's probably like got a little dent.
It's got a dent in it. All right.
Yeah, I hit it for quite a bit. I hit it for 26.
Okay.
So EQ, I need you to make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw
Why me?
because you're near a wall, and like these tentacles start to spring out from the wall.
16?
Flip out of the way before they can grab you. Yeah, that was the layer action. And that's going to bring up Cadre. I'm going to go in order with him this time. Run, EQ! This guy hops down. He's gone. He was the frightened one. And so she like kind of hides around the corner.
Peekaboo.
But she's gonna cast a wall of flame. She does like another little, and then like this wall of flame goes across this way. Catches some of the pillows on fire.
Not the pillows.
That's so sad.
And the other guy's like just standing behind her shoulder, like, what the fuck? Didn't think this day was gonna go like this, Talia.
Can I get someplace
subtle.
out of the range of the eyeball of the beholder
Sure.
without drawing attention to it?
Well, it's not that you're drawing attention. I mean, you know what I mean. He's like
He's
watching
got eyeballs
everybody.
all
He's got
over.
eyeballs all over. So like he's.
You're not hiding from that.
But you can get out of the anti-magic ray.
Right.
Okay. I would like to
He knows where you're at.
what is how much would it take to make a hemisphere around him? Oh, come here, Bernie.
With what?
With my hallways.
Anything that's magic that is in his line of sight is just going to be.
But I'm not in his line of sight, right?
But the spell, right? Like,
Right when you used it before, it was.
it's anything like that. Any magic stuff, he's just going to fucking.
Okay, well
You
then.
got to like get behind him and zap him with something. You're not going to contain him. I don't think. I could be crazy. I don't know. You might want to try, but I don't know. You might not.
Well, okay, well.
I think if he looks at that wall of fire, it's going to go away. That's what I think.
And then
Could
If he
be
looks at the wall of fire, it's going to go away.
Yeah, just like if you were to shoot a wall of ice up in front of him, like he doesn't have to. Just because you weren't. Never mind. I don't know. Do your thing. Don't let me. I don't know. I
no,
can
I need that guidance. That's okay. Okay, I'm gonna.
It's just got this huge toothy grin, Tally, as you kind of ran to the side.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take a slug out of my pouch and I'm gonna light it and I'm gonna take my slingshot and I'm gonna shoot it in his eye.
Okay.
So I don't know how I go about doing. How do I do that?
Roll for attack.
Okay.
Your dexterity modifier.
Okay, and Poe's gotta help me.
As soon as Poe flies in the front of his eye, he disappears.
I'm sure 17.
So just roll one dice.
Oh, just roll one dice.
Yeah, because he's a familiar, right? Like he literally just like he just dissipates.
Okay, 13. If it's a dexterity.
You're looking for an 18?
Okay, well, I didn't get an 18.
Yeah, no, your stone just clatters in the back.
Okay, can I duck behind something?
You use your movement to get over there.
Okay, and I can't. Okay.
Yeah.
There I am.
Don't you have like a Zappum spell, like a?
And you
Everything
can.
I have is a spell, right?
Yeah, right, but never mind. If he's looking at you, like the wall would have made a wall around him, right? So if he looks at the wall will fall down. But if you hit him from a position that he can't see you, you can still hit him with the spell.
Okay, I thought I couldn't use any of my spells.
All I'm saying is an AoE spell like that, an area spell, if he looks at the wall, if you try and put a wall around him.
So I could like firebolt him in the
Yeah,
eyeball
you
or
could
something
firebolt
like
him,
that.
right?
He has an anti-magic ray
Okay.
coming straight out of his like eye that's in a cone like this, right? So
Okay.
anything that is in this like radius, if you were standing in that, you would not be able to use spells. No magic items work. Any magical effects that are already there will dissipate. Does that make sense?
Okay.
It's
So
just
if
an-
you were trying to contain him, that's all I was trying to say. So
Okay.
you weren't going to be able to contain him.
Okay.
If you're
But
out
I
of the
wasn't
line
really
of
trying
sight-
to contain him. I was really trying to knock him.
Well, that might have
wall-
been possible.
Because
if
the
you-
wall
right.
has a huge hit.
Oh, okay.
That's
I
what
don't
I
know.
was trying to do.
Okay.
And then,
Well, don't listen to me. I don't know.
okay. Well,
But-
I've done what I've done. So next time I'll know that I can actually use a spell. I don't have to use a spell.
And he's going to use a legendary action, and one of his eyes looks out. At 1, 2, 3 at the sleeping Thierry. Insult and injury. And Thierry's now having nightmares. He's afraid and he's sleeping. How does that work? Okay. And then that's going to bring up EQ.
And I'm awake.
Yes, you are awake. You got hit by a horn. You're deaf. Can't hear anything. And that beholder is just yelling, "How dare you attack me? Have you been plotting?" Like he's deaf and he's just yelling out loud. So, I'm the Great Xanathar.
Fuck.
Like his volume controls off.
What's that?
His volume controls off.
Right.
Okay, so he's like deaf.
Yep.
Okay.
Cadre's motioning you over, like she's you see her motioning to you to run over to the hole and run away.
Yeah, but we're not going to run away, are
No.
we? Okay, I would like to rage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would like to,
Bonus action.
I guess, fucking attack the goddamn beholder. I don't know what else to do. Like, I've had a couple ideas, but it just don't. I think that's the only thing that's gonna work.
Because nothing wakes you up but damage, huh?
Hmm?
No,
Or somebody shaking me. That's somebody taking an action to go over and wake me up. Yeah, right. So, yeah, I guess I'm gonna
run in there, right?
run in there and attack the fucking beholder.
All right. Opportunity attack.
Fuck.
He's wandering around holding his ears from Zelation's blast of the horn.
Okay.
17?
17?
Yeah.
You need an 18 to hit.
Shit.
Uh,
Can
He's
I
surprisingly
cast?
nimble, like
Whoa.
flies like.
Well, can I use 2 of my sorcery points to cast Bend Luck as a reaction, and he gets to cast, or I get to do a 1d4 and add it to his?
Yes.
Okay, I'm doing that.
Okay.
she rolled a 1d4?
You will roll it, or I roll it.
You roll it.
You want me to roll
Doesn't
it?
I do
matter.
want
I
you to
just
roll it.
need one.
Come on, babe. Well, you're going to get that. 1.
Okay, that was your reaction. And you spent 2 sorcery points, and you
Yes.
feel like you see different. All of a sudden, you see different alternate realities, and you pick the one
Like,
where you
right,
hit it.
hit him.
Yeah, so-
I'll take that one.
Right.
All right.
Your next spell tally will be a wild magic spell. Automatically will be a wild magic spell.
So I'll be going on the Mount Wild Magic table, is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
11 points.
Non-cantrip spell.
Say what?
Non-cantrip. 11?
11 from that. And then 2 attacks. One's a natural 1. And one is a 9, and 8 is 17.
That's 17 damage.
No, 17 to hit.
Oh, you need an 18. You need a bless spell or something.
Yeah, and I rolled a 1.
So you fall prone.
So I can't take any more of my. I can't attack, but they're going to be disadvantaged.
Yes.
Oh, I can't. I use
No,
my
you use your bonus action already. Yeah.
This is a comedy of errors.
Yeah. And he's going to use a legendary action. One of his 3.
Here's where I die.
And he's going to shoot a bolt at EQ.
Not cool.
I need you to make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
Nope.
You are now frightened. This is not going well.
No, it isn't.
Really not.
It's Tyrion's turn, and he's going to snore his way through his turn. Tekla, you're up. So here's what's going on, Tekla.
Like, why are you snoring? Oh, because you got put to sleep.
I'm put to
Okay.
sleep, right. So Tyrion's like asleep in front of you, right?
Okay.
You're
I'm not coming
here.
out of there. Are you making me come out?
Hmm?
I'm not coming out. You're making me come out.
No, I just
Okay.
right.
Oh, no way. I'm gonna shoot the beholder again.
Okay.
Um, 19 plus 8, 27.
That is.
I would have read 18 to hit. Is that right?
Tekla's rolling good tonight.
Yeah.
12.
12.
Somebody's got it.
Several of his eyes like focus on you. It's actually his turn.
We're gonna break up this thieves guild. We gotta do it.
Can I use my bonus action to, like, duck back behind the pillows?
No, but you can use your movements to kind of like.
Move back behind the pillows.
Yeah, I mean you have cover.
I didn't want to move so I got more cover, though, right? Like, can I do that? Can I just, like, duck back?
Yeah, you have movement, so you can move your way like
Yeah.
into
Because
the
if there's
pillows.
other people around to, like, target, I suppose I can duck back so I'm not, like, targeted.
So this thing is going to take an attack at you. EQ, since you're prone. I rolled 2 9s. I don't think that's going to hit you. You do manage to roll out of the way as it tries to chomp you with this huge maw. Plus 5. Okay, 14, yeah. You missed. But then he's going to float. And you already used an opportunity attack? You already used your reaction this turn?
Yes.
He's going to float this way. Like, and he's staring at you, Tally.
I'm sure he is.
But then, like, 3 of his eyes are focusing. 2 of his eyes are focusing at you, Tekla, and then one's focusing at Tally. So, Tally, the one who's focusing at you is a 5. I need you to make a DC 16 Constitution saving throw.
And 7 or 16.
16?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you made it, right? Did it say 16?
Mm-hmm.
I did. Okay, so you take half damage here. So you took 16 points of damage. So 38. Tekla, 2 of these rays. I need you to make a DC 16 Constitution saving throw. A 14?
Yep.
You are paralyzed. You are incapacitated and you can't move or speak. You automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws.
Louise.
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and any attack that hits you is a critical hit. And then I also need you to take a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Failed that too.
You're frightened also. So
Not that it matters.
you're just sitting there, paralyzed, and just
I'm
frightened.
gonna die.
Yep.
Totally gonna die.
Um,
Terrified because I know I'm gonna die.
that's going to bring up the layer action. And then that's going to be slime is going to. It's Cadre's turn, and she's going to grab her acolyte. This is what we've been training for. And she's gonna run over. She's gonna jump off the top of these pillows, and overhead roundhouse kick on this thing. Total double dragon. She's going to spin a bonus action and try to stun it. Not a bonus action. She's going to spin a key point and try to stun it. You're right. The Constitution ones never work, do they?
No.
But she has 2 short swords out. Or 1. She has 1. 1 scimitar. She takes a chunk out of it.
Nice. Good girl.
And then that is going to bring up Tally.
May I cast a cleric spell with immunity on the wild magic roll this time?
Yes. Yes, next sorcerer spell.
Okay. Well, I'm not within melee range of that guy, am I? If I am, I'd like to step back and fire a guiding bolt.
Okay.
And I'd like to do it at level 3.
Level 3. Okay. Roll the hit.
Hit. Natural 20.
Nice.
Ooh, okay. So it does maximum damage on the dice.
Okay, so maximum damage is 4 die 6.
So 24 damage.
And advantage. The next attack is with advantage.
Okay. You gonna do anything else?
Let me think about that. I'm not within melee range, right?
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna. Oh God! I'd like to kind of move away from him, maybe.
Okay. Which
Or
one?
like back up north, west, like kind of around the corner. Can I get? Well, that's kind of like in a space. Yeah, like back in there.
Okay.
Okay.
And he's gonna take a layer action, or I'm sorry, legendary action. So this is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's gonna shoot one of his eyes. At Tequila, I need you to make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
I know, right?
Oh, yay!
18? Yeah, right. You felt really drowsy for a second, and you almost nodded off, and then you managed to stave it off. EQ, you're up. You're prone, and there's this slime all the way under
And
you,
I'm
so like
feared.
that area is
Gross.
like difficult terrain. Yes, you're feared. You're
I'm going
feared.
to take an action, and I'm going to use my stillness of mind to take away the fear effect.
Okay.
And I'm going to
Half your movement to stand up.
half my movement to stand up, Am I still raging?
Yeah, you were attacked last time. He attacked you last round.
Okay. Then I'm going to use my bonus action to teleport to him and take my whatever my opportunity.
Okay.
23.
23, that hits.
8, 10, 13.
13. He looks much rougher than he did when he came in here. Like,
Alright.
You can see, like, there seems to be some concern at this point. He's going to take another legendary action, though, after that, and attack you back with one of his eyes. I need you to make a DC 6. Wait a minute, you cannot move towards him.
I canceled my fear effect.
You did, that's
I
right.
used my action. to
Right,
do
I
that.
need you to make another. You feel that same gripping fear come over you again. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Nail.
DC 16.
Wisdom?
Wisdom.
16.
16? Alright, yeah. So, like, you managed to shake off the effects of that ray.
Barely.
Tyrion's going to sleep through his turn. Tequila, you're up.
So can I move?
Yes.
And I'm not confused.
You are not confused. That only lasted a turn.
Did these dudes in the hallway ever make it out of the hallway?
One of them was, like, holding his ears, like they were bleeding.
Right,
It was the Lacian's horn.
Can I shoot the beholder from here without shooting somebody else?
If you roll a 1, I can't promise you.
Yeah,
Roll
that's
it, you know,
Good
so.
point.
You're cracking
Who's in
up.
front of me?
Tyrion's
You.
sleeping on the ground, and there are a
Well, on
couple
the
of.
ground would be pretty hard to hit.
Right, it would, but there are some monks over there, and I mean, he's in combat with EQ too. I mean, I would consider
Just shoot me and
anybody
catch it.
in hand-to-hand combat, but
Okay.
the swirling melee.
I'm gonna try to hit him.
All right, pick your spot.
Yeah. 26.
Nice.
Yeah,
14.
14.
Woo.
You look up the sharpshooter feat.
Sharpshooter.
Okay. And he's going to use a legendary action. He's going to shoot a beam back at you, Tekla.
Nuts.
I need you to make a saving throw.
What kind of saving throw?
A DC 16 saving throw.
For what?
Huh?
It doesn't matter because it's not gonna.
No.
Be 16 no matter what. It was a 3.
Okay. That's the next one. Listen. So you got hit with a death ray.
No.
Fucking death right. That's what that makes you make.
So you take 10 die 10 damage.
What?
Oh my god.
14, 24. Tekla, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Oh god. What's the again? What's the modifier for that?
None.
50-50.
50.
12.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. Okay.
Over 10.
But you are unconscious.
Yeah.
So, and you have made one death saving throw, but you are at 0.
Shit.
And that's going to actually bring up his turn. That was his legendary
That
action.
sucks.
Right. Now it's his turn.
Why does he always get me with the legendary action? Why is everybody always picking on me?
Well, you just attacked him. He attacked back EQ. He was returning
Just kidding,
attacks.
you know, just
Alright.
kidding.
And he's going to attack you with his bite, try to bite you.
Continuously
You jump out of the way
shot
with
him
his
with
big
an
maw. Right. Only that.
no big deal, right?
And then there's 1, 2, 3, and an unconscious.
I have Indomitable, so I can re-roll a saving throw that I fail. I actually never leveled. I never leveled at all, except just to give myself points and stuff. But I didn't realize that, like,
You have abilities.
yeah, because I lost my character sheet. But at 9th level, I got Indomitable 1 use.
Okay.
Is that one use per day or one use
It'll
per...
say it'll be like a long rest or a short rest. EQ, you are targeted by one of these eyes.
What? You tried to bite me.
You did, and then I'm rolling randomly. I need you to make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw. Just keep focusing that fear eye on you.
15.
15? Yeah, you're now frightened.
God damn it.
And then looks like Cadre's been training her initiates well, so that guy shakes off the effects of a ray.
Woo!
This guy's gonna pull around here, and these guys, they both have crossbows. They're gonna shoot at Cadre. She catches one of them.
Atta girl.
She catches one of them, and then she's gonna throw it back at him.
It's all in the reflexes.
Yeah. He starts screaming. At least you think he's screaming. You still can't hear anything. It's just like this ringing in your ears, like.
Nice work, Cadre!
And then that's going to bring up back the layer action. So this slimy grease goes away. And an eye is going to appear right here. It's going to shoot 1, 2. Tequila's unconscious. It's going to shoot at Cadre. That makes sense. She just damaged him. A paralyzing ray. She easily shakes off the effects of that ray. And then, yes. And then that is going to be these monks start taking attacks at this thing. Their fear is kind of turned into more of a resolve. They take a few chunks out of them. And then as a legendary action, he's going to use one of them and shoot a ray at her initiate. And you see his eyes kind of gloss over. And then like he seems to like stop fighting. Like he just kind of puts his hands down. And he starts looking over at Cadre violently. And then that's going to bring up Tally. I'm going to go use the bathroom. Over here. What are you doing? Oh, is that tomorrow?
Yeah.
Tally.
Okay,
I mean, he's still staring in your direction.
you still staring in my direction?
Yes.
Okay. And he's not looking too good, if I'm recalling, right?
Some chunks have been removed, apparently.
Okay. We'll try cutting him again.
Get him.
At what level? Every time I go for a big one, I fuck up. Okay, I would like to again cast Guiding Bolt
Okay.
at the dude.
Okay.
And I have advantage because the last Guiding Bolt gave me advantage on the next hit.
Okay.
Let me see if the bird wants to get down. That's okay. Did you want to get down a little? You seem like you do. Yes? No? Okay. And 9 is 27.
You're looking for an 8? Or 18.
Okay. So that's, I'm doing this at level 2.
Okay.
And that makes that a 5 dice 6. Is that right? 5 dice 6. 3. 5 and 6 are 11, and 5 are 16, 17, 18, 19.
19. Okay.
And advantage on the next hit.
Okay. He's definitely bleeding from places now. Bonus action. I'm sorry. Did you move? You had to have moved to cast a spell because he's staring right at you.
Yes, I moved.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you moved like over here.
Yeah, whatever takes me out of the zone.
Right. So bonus action.
Bonus action. I would like to use. Do I really want to do that? God. No, I think I'm okay.
He's going to use a legendary action.
Wait, I do need to make a bonus action.
Okay.
I need to cast healing word upon myself.
Okay.
Heal!
All right.
So that's.
How many spell slots do you have left?
I have 1 first level, 1 second level, 1 third level, 2 fourth levels, 2 fifth levels.
Okay. What are you casting this at?
Oh, I'm going to cast it at healing word. I'm going to cast it at first level.
Okay.
So that's 1d4 plus 5 plus my other one. Heal me. Oh, great. 6, 7, 8, 9.
9. Okay. So 47.
Sure. Thank you, baby.
He's going to use a or a legendary action and shoot an eye beam at you. The same one that hit Tekla now looks at you. I need you to make a DC 16 dexterity saving throw.
DC 16.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, baby. Dexterity?
Dexterity.
No! No. I have no dexterity. 3.
10 die 10, is that what this fuck is?
That's the 10 die 10.
Holy shit, that's not good, people.
Okay, so that's 6, 8, 3 8s is 24.
Is it a spell? Can I counterspell
30.
it?
It's an innate ability. I need you to make a death saving throw.
Death saving throw. I don't even know what to use to make it.
20-sider.
I know, but you know what I mean. 18.
18?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you made it.
But I'm unconscious.
Yes, you are.
That's not good.
Which brings up Terry's turn, but no, it doesn't. It brings up Iki's turn.
You still sleeping?
Huh?
You still sleeping? Oh, fuck. I'm feared now? Is that right?
Yes, you are afraid. See 2 of your companions go down. And the Xanathar is saying something in front of you. You can see his mouth moving.
Fuck.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta use my action to take the fear off again.
Okay.
And then
I mean, your hearing starting to come back a little bit, and you starting to hear like, "How dare you attack the Xanathar?" Every once in a while, in between the ringing.
right.
I knew you monks would betray me. Thought I was foolish, but I've been keeping a close watch on you.
With all those eyes, you can't help but keep a close watch.
But
And I wanna. What can I do? I can't even do anything, right? Like I can. like.
Does a healing potion help us if we're unconscious?
Yeah, can I use my bonus action to like bandage Tekla? She's right under my feet, right?
No, she's here.
Oh, who's first? And Tao is way out there.
Yeah, and this is Terry sleeping away right under, right?
Oh,
the
can I
thing's
use
floating right above him.
Can I use my bonus action to slap Terry?
Sure.
Because I can't. I mean, that's all I can really do. Like,
Do a little like skirt around move.
oh,
action.
that's me. Oh, fuck. Okay, I didn't know. Yeah. Just,
You know, a holding action around, right? I mean, this guy's big, right? Yeah, you kick Terry. He wakes up.
that's all I got.
It's Terry's turn.
Thank God.
He looks around. Oh shit!
Uh-huh.
I can get us both out of here. That's not gonna work. That will work. It's taking a minute to figure it out. He's gonna cast blind.
Oh, yes.
Let me get biblical and shit.
There you go. Eye for an eye, motherfucker.
Okay, let's see what Constitution saving throw. Okay, DC of 17. Nope, he is not blind.
Yeah. He's got a million eyes. That'd probably be hard. Darkness. That's what I was thinking. But then he's hard to hit.
And then as a bonus action, Tyrion's gonna yell. Who's next in the? Kapanini! And I'm gonna, as a third level spell, I'm gonna cast my healing word
Can I stop eating much?
on.
You're funny. Banana.
I think on Tekla. Next in the rotation. So that's 8 plus 8. So you're healed for 16 points, Tekla.
Phew.
You just come to life, your breath catching in your lungs. You find yourself lying on the cold floor, and it's actually your turn.
Oh, wow. Nice to
I'm going to use my second wind to gain back. I just had it. Of course, I lost it. I gain back 1d10 plus my fighter class, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
1d10 plus my fighter.
Which is 10, right?
Yeah. Actually, so yeah, something like that.
What?
Well, so I was wondering, since I didn't actually level yet, if I could take 2 levels in Rogue instead of the 2 levels I haven't taken yet.
We'll discuss that later.
14.
14? One round. Tekla's back up to 30.
Wow.
That's a nice rejuvenation.
So that was your bonus action for the second wind.
Yeah.
What else would you like to do?
I might as well piss it off again.
Put your thumb in his butthole. Have a butthole?
I feel like I need to get over there and actually attack it in person. I'm close enough I can get that
Yeah.
close, right?
Yeah, and it's just yelling right now at this point, talking about how dare anybody come attack it.
I'm gonna run up there and attack it twice.
I knew Feihung would betray me.
Did you say Feihung?
1 hit, and the other I'm going to use a lucky to re-roll my last lucky. And that makes it.
Okay.
Hello.
Thump that dude. Thump it.
Uh, 12, 13, 14, 15, plus 8,
Your axe
23.
is not working. The flame
fire?
faded out of it.
Okay, so then it's
You're right in front of
12 and 8, so 20.
Hmm?
20.
20?
Yeah.
Mm.
Hello.
Okay.
More fire.
And then that's going to bring up his turn.
Of course it is.
And he is going to attack Tiri with his bite, of course. And he hits him for 4d6 damage.
10.
No shit, man. Who,
Instant death ray.
and then he's going to shoot some rays. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll call it. So there's 3 rays. So 1 is Josh. 4 was 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 was Tiri, and 6 was Cadre. So Josh, you get the make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
Hello.
19.
19.
Yep.
Beautiful.
And you start feeling this great admiration for the Xanathar. He's such a great being, but then you kind of shake it off. Oh fuck.
Oh, almighty
Tiri is gonna. The black death ray focuses on Tiri, and he's gonna make a DC 16 Dexterity saving throw. Go use the big one. Go use the big one.
Never use the big one.
Oh fuck. And you roll a 1.
Oh,
And Terry's dead.
So Tiri takes 10 by 10 damage.
That thing sucks.
Right? Hardcore. Taking us out.
Hello.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50 damage.
Wow.
Are you alive?
I'm alive at 2 hit points.
Oh.
You hear Terry scream. And that, oh, right, and then 1 at Cadre. DC 16 Dexterity saving throw. And like a good monk, does a little backflip out of the way.
Super impressed with her.
Mhm.
2 crossbow bolts, though, get shot at her. She does catch one, but not the other. And she's bleeding from places. She does catch one, though. She catches it, right. Okay. You gotta roll more than the damage plus your monk level. Is that what it is? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And she will throw that. And hits the guy with it.
Nice.
Hello.
Same guy, too. And, like, he just
God dang it. He's gotta be pissed.
collapses to, like, one knee. He's bleeding from a couple of places now. But her acolyte attacks her. And hits her. And she goes down to one knee, and he's going to use a key point and try to stun her. Like, she's stunned. She's kind of, just a surprise attack. It's open and vulnerable for the next round. And then that's going to bring the top of the round, which is going to be another layer action. So, Tally, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm unconscious.
You are unconscious, but these tentacles come out as you're unconscious, and they grapple you, and they pull you towards the wall. And like you're not aware of it at all, but other people in the room do see it.
Okay.
And then that is going to bring up Cadre's turn, who is stunned, so she's losing her turn. Tally, I need you to make a death saving throw. Each of you are going to be up in a second.
9.
You fail. You're up, EQ. Surrender now, and I will let you be my pets.
Still talking shit.
I have watched your operation. You are worthy to serve me.
Worthy to serve you. I really don't want Tally to die. I don't have a real healing thing to get you a potion.
I lay there with my mouth open.
Yeah,
Could you toss it?
Are you still conscious? Like 2 hit
yeah,
points,
2
right?
hit points. Tyrion's down on one knee.
We all are.
He's bleeding from spots. I mean, you know, like,
Yeah.
he's got a little droopy. One of his eyes is a little droopy.
Hello.
It's one of those bad rays, though. That's
Right. I get to attack this round, though. Okay, I want to make my way. I want to.
you're gonna disengage. Not disengage, but you're gonna back away.
Well, I want to get behind him so that he can't see me.
Okay.
Out of the view.
Circle.
Yeah, circle behind him.
Okay.
Flip over. Whatever. Slide underneath him.
Gotcha. So your pole arm still works.
Right. Then I want to go Naquali! And I want to do Herd of Monkeys.
Okay.
At the fucking beholder.
Okay.
So,
Woo.
2 die 10. Is that how that works?
Right, 100-sided. So one of them's
Right. Where's my other green one? I got it out here. Been rolling it all fucking night. Where'd it go?
On the floor.
No, that's where I got it. 97. No, 79.
79. Okay. So that's 77 dice 6, right?
77 die 6.
No, 7 dice 6.
Oh, okay.
And that would be so many
Right,
who would die.
7 dice 6.
1 die 8 for in a 5-foot radius
Yeah.
for each 10 monkeys.
7 die 8 then. Is that what you're trying to do? I'm sorry, damage? Is that the objective?
Yeah, from behind, because I know they're magic monkeys, right? So if he looks at them, they'll probably disappear because they're like Poe or whatever. So I'm trying to get him monkeys on his back,
Okay.
and then just jump on them and start attacking.
What's the DC?
Is it my DC or is there a DC on this?
There should be a DC on that.
12 gorillas, every 10 monkeys.
Doesn't say.
At 1 die 10 damage in a 5-foot radius.
We'll put DC 15 on it.
Okay.
That sounds about right. Okay, but he passed his saving throw, so half damage.
Okay. So 1 die 8, 7 die 8. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of die 8. All right. Fuck that guy.
Right. Rolling 10 die 10.
Yeah, right. Unit 10 die 10. 1, 2, 3. 6. 7. All right. Come on. 9, 10, 18, 23, 25, 26, 27, 20, 29.
29. Okay.
Woo!
Yeah, I mean, he looks pretty. I mean, these monkeys are just beating on him, grabbing his eyes, poking him in different eyes, and like,
Full eyeballs.
right. Naquali just jumps off your shoulder and joins in.
Okay.
And they're just like pummeling this creature.
Really?
Then I want to.
That was your action.
That was my action. Okay. Then I want to spend a key point to disengage
Okay.
and move over to Towley. Can I get that far? I can't get that far, can I?
No, that's too far.
Can I use my teleport to get over there? Can I use my bonus action to teleport over there?
Did you already use a bonus action? No.
I was going to use the bonus action to feed her the potion, but
Yeah, you can. Oh.
okay.
Yeah. I mean, he's looking right at you right now.
That's fine.
Yeah, you get
Potions
a potion.
aren't magic, though, are they?
Yeah, and
Oh.
it goes gray instead of the red. Then.
Okay.
Right. So, and he's gonna take a.
I could bandage her though, right? Isn't that something you can do, like
Yes, it
to
is.
get
Yeah.
her above 1 hit point or
Yeah, yeah.
something?
And he's gonna take a legendary action to shoot a ray.
Got a bunch of monkeys on his back, right? Can take disadvantage. 70 monkeys.
No, he shoots one of the monkeys. I can see that. All right. And a couple of them a couple of them get scared and they start to run away. So there's less monkeys. Less monkeys on his back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
And then that is going to bring up Terry, who is awake with 2 hit points.
Right.
Peekaboo.
I really want to cast that, but it's going to kill me if I do. I'm going to do it anyway. It needs to be done. Okay. Terry's going to say a little poem.
What? How would if you cast darkness at him, right? If he sees the darkness and it's magical darkness, does it then does it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would,
Yeah, anything
It
from
just
the front of
absorb
his
it.
eye. Yeah. It can be a pain when you're up and down, traveling planes, taking crowns. I get tired with all these projects, so I like to cast animate objects.
Oh.
So I'm going to cast animate objects on these pillows, and they all start to like walk forward and run and jump on the beholder along with all the monkeys.
Cover the eyes.
Right. Some of them that jump in front of the big eye fall down.
Really? Can you believe it?
All right.
And we'll call them. So how many can I do here? Animate objects.
Hello, Gala.
Medium object. Choose up to 10 non-magical objects. So 5 of these pillows come attacking. Sweet.
Really?
What kind of damage do pillows do? Or this is just like
It's just like they're medium objects, so they do 1d8 plus 2. Only 1 hits. They all like jump on them, but only 1 hits. But
if you killed the beholder with pillows, that would be pretty.
that would, but that didn't happen. It was close. And then that's Tiri's turn. That's gonna bring up Tekla.
Pillow fight the beholder. Panty raid the beholder.
Right, I'm gonna attack him.
Before your turn, he's gonna use an eye beam at Tiri as a retaliation. Is a legendary action. Stop saying that.
Can I use
You
my
don't have
shield
say
to protect Tiri with my protection?
it. With your reaction, can't you?
It makes it. It's a
He gets
thing
advantage
I
on
have.
dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, it's protection. When a creature you can see attacks a target or other than within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to impose a disadvantage on attack rolls.
Nice.
Oh fuck.
That's something I got like 2nd level or something. I just don't use it very often
Okay.
because I'm not usually standing next to anybody.
Yeah.
I'm standing right next to
Me,
you, so
you're always standing next
he
to
gets
me.
a disadvantage on attack rolls. Am I
I'll-
usually standing next
I'll
to
remember
you?
you got that.
Yeah, I remember I've got it because I forget sometimes. I'm like, can I use my shield to
Oh,
protect
amazing.
so and so?
Okay, it's not half damage. Okay, yeah. Tiri jumps out of the way. You kind of block with your shield. This little ray goes, and then like when it hits the wall, it just turns into dust. And, like falls to the ground. So Yeah, it says you turn into dust and cannot be resurrected.
Oh,
Not cool.
fuck.
Don't want that to happen to me ever. Yeah, I do not want that to happen to
Wow!
That's pretty messed up.
Yeah,
I'd say.
yeah.
Let's kill this thing quick.
Yeah, so it's my turn, right?
Tequila, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna attack it with my axe twice. 16 and 15.
Neither of those hit. You miss this thing, and it kind of flies nimbler than you think it is, and it is now its turn. It's gonna attack you with its bite.
Oh
The
my God.
Kool-Aid turns you into fucking
You just shield in the way. Ding!
quick mix.
It turns you into powder, and then you just disintegrate into nothing.
And it's gonna shoot a beam. One at Cadre, number 6. She made her saving throw.
Oh,
He's making her saving throws.
She
I
is
did too.
good.
Yeah, make a fucking saving throws.
I'm enjoying her dojo.
right.
Right.
Be a whole lot less work.
Oh, shit.
And then I cast it at Kiri because that's the only one. Because he can't cast his eye beams in the ray where his eye beams don't work in his own ray. But Tiri makes the saving throw and is not charmed.
Yay! Nor turn to dust.
Nor turn to dust, but he does have one more ray, and that's going to go at 1, 2. That's going to go at Tekla. And Tekla, I need you to make a saving throw. DC 16.
I pass.
Nice.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you get drowsy again, but you just manage to stave off that sleep. So then that's going to bring up a layer action. So the walls happened last time, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So a little eye appears, like right here, and then it's going to shoot. Tally, it hits you, and it's going to cause you to automatically fail another death saving throw. You failed 2 of them so far.
Scary.
Cadre charges these guys.
We usually use the ultimate attack.
Yeah, hits one of them with her short sword, slices him across the chest. Blood starts to form.
Talking about.
She's going to use a key point. And she's going to cast like fire erupts from her like fingers and fans out over both of them, and her tattoos like light up on her arms, and like this, she just pulls like this elemental power, and flames just burst on these 2 guys. That's going to bring up Tally. I need you to make another death saving throw.
Yeah, no kidding.
You really want to roll a 10 or above on this one.
Maybe that's when you should go after.
14.
14. EQ, you're up.
On a bandage, tally.
Okay.
Do we have to roll for that or anything? Or is it just
no.
it takes your action, right?
Right, it takes your action.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does that do?
Takes you your
You're at
one
0 and you do not have to take any more death saving throws.
Okay, I'm at 0.
Yes.
1, aren't you 1?
Are you?
I think you have to have 1.
But you're unconscious.
Oh, aren't you? Are you?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, let's look at it.
Yeah, let's look that up. Look it up and I'll see if I have any reason.
I wait.
That's how much there is. Too late to read it. It's all the way up there.
Right.
It is, it's not called bandage. What is it called?
Like a medicine check, isn't it? Like a. Isn't it called bandaging?
That's what I thought too. It's not in
Who does it?
anybody.
I thought clerics had like a cantrip for spare the dying or something.
Yes, they do. She does.
Doesn't help when you're on.
Doesn't help when you're dying.
Ooh, wow, Jerry almost died. Like that would have been bad.
Oh my God, it sure would have.
Came down to the saving throw.
Good work, Miss Tekla.
Glad I remembered. Actually, I've got a whole bunch of things that I should have been using that I haven't been using. That like I realized I have 7 different maneuvers that I know now, and so I had to pick new maneuvers.
Yeah.
So cool. I mean, I can only use 5 superiority dice per short rest or long rest or
Short rest.
short rest. I think
That's not bad though. Short rest you can get.
pretty quick. Yeah, it's no big deal. But 7 different maneuvers I can choose from, and there's some pretty cool ones. I should actually be using those.
Right.
That
Right, more
indomitable
often,
thing
right.
is pretty cool too. Like,
Yeah.
I changed my mind. I'm just gonna stay a fighter.
Are you?
It's just too fun to be a fighter. Like, just like every
Then
level, there's
actually,
too much
fighters
cool
are pretty
shit.
cool
Like,
though, yeah.
there's just too much cool shit coming up for me to say no to it. So.
Okay, other activities, contests, using ability.
I don't know, ability checks, ability scores.
It's in combat. There's a thing: dash, hide, search, use an object.
Well, you can reach in my pocket and pull out a healing potion.
Well, I've got a healing potion. It's just that if he's looking at us, it doesn't work. 'Cause it's
Oh,
magic.
right, got it. Okay.
If you die, if you reduce 0 this unconsciousness, you gain any hit points. Death saving throw, stabilizing creature.
Stabilizing.
You can use your action to administer first aid to an unconscious creature and attempt to stabilize it, which requires a successful DC 10 Wisdom Medicine check. A stable creature doesn't make death saving throws, even though it has 0 hit points, but it does remain unconscious.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So I have to make a DC 10 Wisdom saving throw?
Mm,
Do I add my Wisdom modifier?
it's a medicine check, so
Oh,
whatever.
my medicine.
Right.
Oh.
Wisdom.
Okay. Yeah. 10, just 10.
Just 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, you managed to stop the bleeding.
Thank you.
Yep. I mean, she doesn't come back to consciousness, but you think she's not going to die.
Okay. Just have to take the throws.
So that's your action.
In the throes of death.
That's my action. I will then move towards the beholder, I guess. Wait, are the monkeys attacking? What are the monkeys doing?
I thought you had to control them with like a bonus action.
I use my action. Okay. That's totally cool. Can I use my bonus action to control the monkeys?
Yeah.
All right.
7 die 8.
7 die 8. Attack that fucker. Monkeys, go!
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, they lost
They
5
did.
die 8. 5 die
Okay,
8.
okay, over. 5 die 8. 12 and 22 and 27.
Finish it.
What's that?
Finish it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Finish it.
the monkeys. I want the monkeys to pluck all the various eyeballs off of his.
They're just pulling on them and
Yeah.
yanking on them like 3 or 4 at a time.
So cool.
Yeah, a couple yank off. You hear screams.
And then I just wanna. I don't know. I'm all the way across the room.
Throw a knife.
Throw a knife.
Throw your pole arm from here. You know what I mean? Like right through his
Right.
eye. Like,
Sure, I'll chuck it across the room.
as your monkeys are like pulling this, other
pull the eyelids
the
open.
eye
Pull the
stalks
eyelids
up.
open
Yeah,
for
right. You throw it across and it embeds itself right into his eye.
Yeah, goopy eyeball.
And he just like, and just falls to the ground. Cadre, these guys are like burning and like on the ground. And she walks over and like knocks him out. Smoldering and
Italia potion or something.
Did you give her one?
Yes. What do I got? Gesundheit.
Gesundheit.
I'm gonna get one somewhere. That's a damage one.
In my pouch, I have 3 that I made.
We all got some.
Cadre's acolytes bowing to her. He like comes out of the charm as the beholder. You know what I mean? Dies, right?
Yeah,
He's just
oh my
bowing.
God.
I'm so sorry, Master. I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, what did I do? Wow, that was epic.
If by
That's,
epic,
that
I mean
could
we
have
almost
turned on a
died.
few dice rolls. That could have got real bad.
We all almost died, basically. Like,
I'm the one that almost didn't die this time. Everybody
Yeah.
but me.
Yeah.
good job.
Yeah, Tyrion, I only got 2 hit points, so I'm just like using my guitar as a crutch, and
I hand you my staff instead.
I want to kick the beholder.
Yeah, let's collect some pieces from that dude. He's got to have some.
Right. The monkeys, weirdly, they start kind of just walking off, like as they do when they.
Oh,
Bye, monkeys. Thank you.
Full of surprises, Cadre. Or EQ.
Yeah, I wasn't always a shadow monk.
I thought we were dead for sure.
Well, yeah, I was really. I thought you guys were in trouble too. I did a bunch of us. This was a bad.
We just asked simple questions, and they asked us to come talk to the manager. We were attacked by this being.
I'm very glad we were here.
Yeah.
What
and
did you
who was it
find?
that brought you to the manager? The Thieves Guild people?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I can't ask questions. I'm dead.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
Well, I gave you a
No,
potion.
he
I
gave
just
you a
don't know what
potion.
it is. I just you're awake. I just don't know what the
I would like to search the lair.
fuck. Paralyzing potion.
Make an investigation check.
15.
What's that?
15.
I mean, most of it's like, even some of the pillows are starting to, like, you have to put out a fire. There was a wall of fire in here. There's a couple of, holes and things where, death rays were shot. It doesn't seem like he kept, other than, like, these large, gaudy, vases and things. It looks like he already found most of the valuables.
Very cool.
Yeah. The accountant stumbles out of the room.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
we gotta go get that guy.
Where am I? Oh no, he's tied up, isn't
Yeah,
he? Yeah, he's tied up. Yeah. You're gonna go get him.
Yeah.
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 He's just looking at you like.
Cut him loose.
Where am I? Who are you?
We are your saviors.
Mm.
You're an accountant.
Last thing I remember, I was trying to buy some black tar from the Thieves Guild. Then the terrible eye.
Yeah. Yeah, you should see it. It's got my sword in it.
Yeah, and he kind of walks out there, and he's like pale and everything.
You're being held captive by this beholder. Here, have some cheese and some bread.
I remember. I'm so terrible. How long have I been down here?
How
I
long
have no
you
idea.
been down
I
here?
guess as good as ours.
My hair was short when I came in.
Oh,
We know a great stylist. Well, they get out there.
Cadre's kind of looking at all of you. What did you find?
Well, we found on our end.
We found that they were plotting against us, and they had plans and
They were gonna
maps.
sink the whole fucking tournament. We found they were planted explosives underneath the Grand Melee, and we're going to blow up all the masters at once. I think was
And they were working with what's his face?
with Fei Hong.
Yeah.
So we have managed to plug the hole for the moment, but all of the explosives are still in that tunnel and need dealing with. But we we plugged it up with water, so we have to somehow go up, I don't know, make an air hole or something so that we can flood the tunnel. There we go. Bore a hole.
So the explosives are still there.
They are still there.
But someone would have to dive a long way down the tunnel to get into the chamber where they're sitting now.
Not that it couldn't happen, but it would be.
An effort.
You might have to be like a shape changer or something like that, which isn't unheard of in these places.
Teach my alkalites at the 3rd level for their purple belt how to water breathe.
Very cool.
Well, maybe we should go punch a hole quick sooner than later. So that there was a lot of powder under there. Like, we should get it as wet as possible. Can you guys maybe water spell some shit? Can you manipulate the water? Down through it's just right across the bridge. Down under here. Just go back down.
Perhaps. It has been known. I feel quite weak now, and I might need more of my dojo to help.
Anything we can do. The elements do seem to be up your alley.
Yes. Indeed. You must master the elements before they master you.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
So Terry's like, I'm gonna cast a spell.
Very wise.
Terry's gonna cast his healing word on himself again. So I'm at least at 12 hit points.
Yeah, I have a red potion. I don't know what that thing. I'm sure it's a health potion. I just don't know what it is.
What type?
Uh-huh.
We'll call it 2d8 plus 4. How's that sound?
2d8 plus 4.
So what?
You go up 2d8 plus 4.
Okay, thank you.
I don't have a red.
5, 6, 7, and 4 is 11.
Is 11.
And then, so are we still in battle mode?
No, and you have these two people, Cadre actually knocked unconscious. They're kind of still, steaming from flame that she conjured from one of her martial movements.
So could I cast Cure Wounds on myself
Absolutely.
at 4th level?
Okay. Yeah, 4d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Can we?
We got lots of healing. It's just everybody was asleep.
Yeah.
I slept most of that battle.
7, 14, 21, and 8 is 29, and 5 is 34, 35, 36, 37.
Damn, that's okay.
Alright.
That's not terrible.
Whew, that's better.
I took 60 points of damage there.
And how much did I get with the other one? 2d8 plus
Plus 4.
4.
The torches are flickering in the room, casting shadows.
Everybody's pretty fucking.
Yeah.
Beat out.
Yeah, you guys are just like exhausted.
Those pillows are looking
Yes.
pretty good.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Oh, trust me, I already slept on them. They were fantastic.
So can I do a survival check
Yes. Yep.
Do we know where we are in town? Can I ask Cadre where we are in town in relation to?
We came in. There's a sewer into the Thieves Guild. And escaped ever lower. It's the only route for us to go. It's not far to the surface.
Okay.
What'd you roll?
for 19?
19. the beholder eye, you grab one of those. It's an amplifier.
I want to like ask Cadre
Mm-hmm.
if she can go back the way she came and secure the tunnel so that people can't come down here from that side.
And where would
I think we should all go.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back down.
You don't want to go the other way.
Oh, you?
I mean, I kind of want to secure it from all sides. Real estate and all.
Oh, yeah. I'd like to deal with the barrels first. Let's deal with the explosives,
yeah,
and then
get
we'll
rid of those
secure this.
explosives.
And then we'll secure this place. I mean, the beholder's gone. That
And
was
we're
the-
in the middle of a tournament. You've got a fight here pretty quick.
Oh, right.
The fight of the Masters is coming up. If we've blown off the
Grand
Grand
Melee,
Melee, then
right.
the next one is, right, the Masters.
Yeah.
So
Cadre
maybe you
both had to
guys
fight
like
it.
need to like get into a comfortable bed and chill out and take a massage and get ready. Yeah?
Let's take our accountant friend here and get him some woo cakes.
right?
Yes.
He's visibly shaken.
Get
Like,
ourselves some woo cakes.
Mm-hmm.
Clean up any fucking eyeballers that might be in the passageway out of here.
it's an odd walk back to the surface. You actually make your way through a large. It looks very similar to your sewer. It's a very large room, and it has. There's different vendors and hawkers like in there. Obviously, the Thieves Guild, right? You know, to keep them to themselves, playing cards and things, and they all start kind of like staring at you, just covered with blood. And you see a few of them like brush off out the door.
I totally stayed behind and made a door. Made like a wall, or maybe caved it in or something on the way out.
You want to try to cave it in?
I do. Yeah, I don't want to leave it just open like that. Like, I feel like it needs to be closed off. At least on this side.
Okay. Where are you going to do that at?
Maybe right here, like where the beholder's bedroom is, like the top of the staircase. Like I just cave it in right there.
Okay.
For now.
Might-
Or wherever a weak spot is. If there's like a spot that looks like easily breakable, that would be better.
well, it might take you quite some time.
That's
I'll
okay.
get you.
Okay. With what? Oh, because you have your 21 strength.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, make a strength check. With advantage.
Natural 20.
Okay, yeah, you managed to cave in an area in front of there so that no one would be able to get past.
Cool.
And just walking back through the Thieves Guild, like, you know, they seem to be in disbelief and shock more than anything else, which allows you to kind of like walk through before, you know, they all react as one, which would get you in quite some trouble.
Right.
But,
Sure.
you know, they just kind of, what? Like, you came out of there after he went in, you know, Cadre's like prodding you on to move faster. And they're all just shocked to see the accountant, too. Like, who are these people?
Tequila.
Where have you taken me? And then you make your way outside. There's a ladder, and you climb up, and there's a sewer grate. You open up, and you're right by the harbor. The smells hit you right away. Woo cakes. You hear a couple of woo cakes, woos and brews. You know, just a mass of humanity that is Waterdeep. And everybody seems to be talking about this brand melee that happened, and a guy named Roku won. Yeah. So,
Was he a local boy or? We'll have to talk to somebody.
right, yeah, there's two kids arguing about whether Tequila or Roku would win, you know, like, so, yeah, everybody seems to be, yeah, can't wait for tomorrow, the master.
I want to thank Cadre for her help and tell her how impressed I was with her skills.
It's twice EQ, I think, next time I don't mean to make a habit of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to give the kids that are voting for me a couple of gold apiece and wink at them. Yeah.
One of them's jaw just hits the ground, like,
Yeah.
I'm just staring at you. And she said, perhaps, maybe maybe you could send some acolytes to study at our dojo to replace the ones I lost.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be a bad idea. I think that we wouldn't like a shadowy, elemental type thing. Maybe we could combine our dojos and start a whole new kung fu.
A whole new
kung fu, a whole new
All
style.
new kung fu.
A whole new kung fu. Yeah, I could do that. I think I've got some spare acolytes. The recruiting seems to be up pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty well.
And it's late night. You went down right before the grand melee, which was right around twilight. So as you come out of the sewer, it's dark. I mean, still, there's no militia patrolling down here on the harbor. You see plenty of fights happening. Just a mass of people.
I feel like we ought to send some people or go out to the
I would take my leave now. Thank you.
battle.
Perhaps we will face each other soon.
Good luck.
We're gonna go out to drill this hole.
Yeah, I think we should go out to the old.
Find somebody to help us drill this hole.
Make our way out to the.
Maybe a well driller or something in town can help us drill this hole. We could talk to Silverhand. She probably knows somebody. We have this thing for her anyway, don't we? The plans and stuff.
It's the middle of the night and everybody's partying.
Oh, that's true. We could sleep it off. We definitely need to rest.
I still like having all that stuff under there. Like, I feel like one of the.
We could blow it up ourselves, I'm sure.
Or between
We're tough.
the cadre's dojo, right? They're elementalists, right? So they got to be able to like. Somebody can open up the earth, right? Open up a hole in the earth.
Yeah.
And
Before
she
she
could
goes.
pull
Right.
out. Yeah. So can I say, hey, cadre, we need to put a hole. We got an earth mover that we could borrow for a couple of hours.
We'll find out. Well, I actually don't know if she can do that. Covered all the classes. Fist of Four Thunder, this Thunder Wave, Shatter, Gas Four, Fly, Wall of Fire, Gust of Wind. Isn't there Move Earth, Wall of Stone?
Move earth.
Hello.
Perhaps I can help.
If we could just borrow a couple of your acolytes, maybe an earth mover and a water bender for just the rest of the evening, then I'll be happy to share some acolytes with you. But we just need to. I think this will save this. I mean, really, the powder has to be dealt with.
I will send them your direction. And soon, two do show up.
All right.
One seems quite skeptical of you. I mean, you guys are just so covered in blood. And
I know. We are.
We just saved everybody.
Just saved everybody's
Right,
ass. We're not
right.
fighting monks. We do
As
this is
usual.
what we do for a living.
Yeah, we're badasses.
Totally, really.
and once again, nobody ever knows.
Weekly.
All underground. That's fine. So I like it.
As you make your way back to the fighting circle, and it looks like this grand melee would have been a great time. With some pillars in the middle. And there's like a little ditch that was dug, and half of it's full of water. It looks like there's a little mechanism that had like fire that's going to shoot out of it.
I'm so disappointed.
Like robot.
I wanted to do it so bad. At least we got a bunch of treasure.
You would have done great.
Yeah, at least we got a bunch of treasure.
But it looks like, in these trenches, that's the lowest part of this whole tournament, is like in some of these trenches on the actual grand melee floor.
Well, can this earth mover, can he like witch around and find where the soft spot is? And
It seems to be hollow here.
Pierce a hole
Hmm.
and open it.
And then he starts going through forms and like a very defensive stance of like kung fu, and then earth starts to move as he's flowing through things, and it just opens up into this like big column, and it just moves out of the way, and then down below, you can, just at the very top, because the light just pierces down a little bit, you can see down into a cavern below, and you see those little barrels just lining the wall down there. And then air bursts right out of that, right out of that hole, and it just blows you guys back. And you hear a rushing sound, and the sound of water.
We'll sit there and wait until we see.
And eventually, that air, you hear a slooshing sound, and and a little bit of water geysers out, and then and then slams back down. And as you look down below, it looks like all those barrels are now swirling in some water, and it's just coming up. It's not coming up all the way, gushing out all the time. It's just it gushed once, and then just down in that cavern.
There are a couple of bodies down there.
Yeah. Well, every once in a while you saw one float by. Yeah.
We did flush a couple of people.
Alright, we can close the hole now.
All right, yeah, you can plug that back over.
Yeah, right.
You guys just staring. What? What is this?
There was a plot to destroy all of this. There was a plot to blow it up while the tournament was going on, and we stopped them.
Destroy all the masters at the same time.
Have you told everyone?
We just
We
got
needed
back.
to deal with
That's
this
why we're all
first.
bloody.
We needed to deal with this
I
problem
haven't even had a
first.
shower.
But
You're the first
yes,
to know.
but yes,
Keep it
tell
quiet.
everyone.
They're very different.
Very different. Very different. Tell everyone. No, don't tell them at all. He's looking back and forth at the two of you, so don't tell everyone everything.
I pat him on the shoulder.
Right. I'm very confused.
Well, I'm afraid we would start a panic. Let's just let it's all.
It was the Thieves Guild.
We'll
We stopped
go
a crazy
tell
plot.
Silverhand. We'll let the authorities deal with it.
Yeah.
And who the
Tell
other guy?
everybody.
Both of you make a persuasion check.
Oh fuck.
Oh fuck is right, I'm not very good at this.
No.
Oh yeah, 19.
Man.
Woo!
He kind of gives you a little.
Gossip.
Yeah. You're forgetting I'm a celebrity.
So where to now? Then you've opened a hole and flooded all the gunpowder. So fireworks are going off on that barge again for their display. You can see them up close now. You can see people on the decks moving around as you guys are out on the tourney island.
Very cool.
Do we want to reclose that hole?
Yeah, plug the hole back up.
He goes through the forms and plugs it back up.
And then I want to go back to the other side of this whole craziness and make it so that other people can't get in.
Back to the sewers.
Yeah, on the other side.
Well, as you make your way back there, because there's that big grate, remember it was you had to swim in. You took a boat in.
Yeah.
Right.
There is a lot of boats and a lot of activity down there, and you're not sure what's going on, but you hear a lot of frantic something going on. A lot of shouting, a lot of exclamations. I don't know what happened.
People
It's not my
getting
fault
the
the
hell
dam
out.
broke. All right, it seems to be chaos down there, and there's hundreds of people down there. Not hundreds, but
A guild's worth.
yeah, a guild's worth.
I feel like I want to sleep on this before I go in there.
Yeah, that's the shit's kind of going out a little bit.
But then, yeah, maybe we should go in there. Take them all out, too.
I say back to the bloody.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sleep. I have a tournament.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it a night.
Yeah, sleeping.
Call it a long rest.
Back to the dojo.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
So after the long rest, I'll do my 1d6 plus 4 to regain my slots and my frost.
Yeah, we'll do that in the morning. We're just gonna say we'll call it this. We're just gonna go back to the flower shop.
Okay.
If
Cool.
there's anything you want to do, if you want to cast it, do you know Identify?
Say what?
Do you know
No.
Identify? Lil's the only one who
Lil.
knows Identify.
Well, we got some stuff.
Got stuff.
Sleeping in my throne in the dining room.
Mm-hmm.
We got money. We could divide up the gold.
Nobody in the dojo has identified?
No, you're not magic users, not arcane arts or anything like that.
Historians
It's like something too you should get. I don't think I can get it actually.
Hello.
experience?
Yeah,
Hello.
and yeah, I mean, you know, it's been a while since you've seen walking. We'll do that next time.
Okay, yeah, right.
Yeah, we need to go to
Experience.
First we need
Kill the
to-
beholder.